What's up, Tricksters and Tricksetas? Today we have another Tier 3 sub VOD review. At our coaching table, we have a Chamber main playing on Bind in a Diamond 2 lobby. Actually, this VOD is a bit weird, I'm not gonna lie, because he is not playing Ranked, he is playing Premier. But even in Premier, like the games are kind of auto-balanced based on the ranks and stuff like that, so it's fine. It's okay. The only problem of this game is gonna be that, you're probably gonna want to do something with your team. And, in ranked solo queue, you should probably not be doing that. So, I will just focus on what you're doing individually, like how you're taking the fights, what the fuck is going wrong, what the fuck is going good, etc, etc. And on a macro level, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I mean, it's Premier. Like, to be honest, like, I know that you're not gonna be playing the game, in that way in ranked solo queue, essentially. Now, first of all, I don't know if this is some kind of a serious shtick, a serious team that you're considering and dedicating time to. Because as a Diamond 2 player, you should not even consider having a team. Actually, not even as an Immortal 3 player. You should not consider getting into any fucking team or dedicating any time to team play. Until you reach Radiant, you have no chance of going pro, essentially. Maybe as a game changer, but hopefully, hopefully, but probably, I don't know. I don't know if you're gay, bro, like, or something like that, so I don't know. But if you want to go, I just don't know, why you're playing this, like, why you're playing Premier. Like, you're fucking Diamond 1, Diamond 2. There are so many things that you can improve individually, and it's still not time for for any team play games. Now, we're gonna jump immediately into this VOD, but first let's read his situation. Hey Charlatan, my team is 8-2 in Premier, and this is one of the 2 games we lost. I'm the IGL, and I've discussed this with my team, and I couldn't pinpoint the exact problem. I argue this was an unwinnable game, but I need your help deciding if this was a winnable game. What went wrong and how to improve it. We are number 2 in our division, and I need your honest review so we can become number 1. Let me tell you something. So basically, whenever you're assembling some kind of a team, this is especially the advice for high elo players, like you're Radiant, you want to go pro, etc, etc. The team that you currently play in will go as far as your weakest link can go. Like, at that point, you're not playing alone, like, basically, it's a 5v5 game with actual strategies, actual communication, actual fucking team comps, actual fucking plans. And depending how weak is your weakest link, depends how much fun you're gonna have and how much success you're gonna have, like, moving forward. So keep that in mind. Like, if all 5 players in the enemy team are better than your weakest link, you're probably not gonna have a fun time. Like, it's gonna be mega unbalanced. Now, let's see, I don't know. Weaknesses. Game sense. I noticed that the enemy team was playing fast rotations and never taking neutral space, but I didn't know how to take advantage of this. I didn't know when to rotate, fake, default, or 5-man push. The attack side is always my weaker side. How can I improve my macro? Just game knowledge. Like, just literally, like, when game sense is your problem, it's not game sense. Like, you cannot have a game sense if your game knowledge is bad. Like, game sense is essentially your ability to decide what is the best win condition for you in the shortest amount of time possible. Basically, to make the right game decision in the shortest amount of time and to understand different sequences and different scenarios within the game. Now, you cannot do that if your game knowledge is on a level of a Diamond player. You know, like, I mean, you cannot move forward. essentially. So when you want to improve your game sense, you always start from situational awareness and basic level game knowledge. Like, how should you play the map on a macro micro level? What are good angles, soft angles to abuse? What are the common place of individual characters on that map, like Cypher, Clove, Chamber? Like, what can you expect from them? What type of outplays, what type of executes, what type of utility usage? Then, like, I don't know, like, how fast should you rotate? How much you should fake? Should you default at all? What should you do in the first round, second round, third round, fourth? With the enemies are equal, how, like, that's all part of your game sense, you know? Like, basically, without good game knowledge, you cannot have good game sense. It's just fucking impossible, essentially. People connect game sense to, like, oh, this guy knows. You end up 1v1, and you know exactly where one enemy is coming. That's not that is to some degree game sense, but game sense is essentially you making the absolutely fucking correct game decision in the shortest amount of time possible, predicting 2 steps ahead what's gonna happen, and understanding the game on a fundamental and an advanced level. Like, essentially, I don't know. I mean, when it comes, I'm only gonna focus on ranked solo queue here. Ranked solo queue, like, you're Diamond 2 right now. Like, the first position where I would start is my ranked playbook. That's the first step. Agent guides, jet videos, taking the notes how you should play on every single map, on attackers and defenders side, because jet videos are general, they explain, you know, with every agent you should do that same shit as 90% of times. Then, the next step would be some of these general YouTube guides, tips, like, not only from me, but from everyone, like, you know, every coach, every player. Like, I would be taking the notes, like, what I should be doing on the maps, like, what I should be doing with my main characters, main agents, and analyzing how many times something works for me and how many times something doesn't work for me as well. Then, the next station, when it comes to game knowledge, would be, like, analyzing the most common sequences in the game. You know, when you end up 1v1 in the post plants, in the retakes, 2v2, 3v3 on different maps, with and without the spike, like, basically, you know, you're like, especially when you're IGLing, like, you need to spend, like, 50% of time outside of ranked games. Like, you're just analyzing yourself, analyzing your team, analyzing patterns, behaviors, meta. And not only that, you need to understand how to play your own agents, you need to understand how every fucking agent in this game works, what they are capable of, what you can expect from them, and how you can use them in the most efficient way. Like, especially when you want to be an IGL for a team. Like, you just, like, it's, you don't have time to aim train, like, 10 hours per day, 20 hours per day, or to play ranked matches left and right. Like, you are spending a lot of time staring, analyzing VODs, staring in the monitor, as equal as coach. As equal as coach, basically. So, you know, those will be my starting points, making these documents, starting with these basic rank tips, and then upgrading that to higher levels over the time. Also, like, when it comes to, like, I mean, okay, let's move step by step. Decision making. Sometimes I wonder when I should anchor or stack with a theme. I mean, on a defender side, generally you want to anchor when you basically have no reads onto the enemy team. Like, you don't know if enemies are gonna rotate, if enemies are gonna fake or not, how fast will the enemies push, like, you do that based on the patterns. like generally speaking, in the first 4 rounds, 4 to 6 rounds, on every single map in Valorant, you should be doing fast rotations. Like, you anchor only based on the info that you get. Like, in the first 4 rounds, on a defender side, if you notice, like, let's say you play 4 rounds on a defender side of Bind. And in 2 out of the 4 rounds, the first 4 rounds, you notice that enemies all had a Cypher that likes to lurk through the window and take this space. That is when you anchor. That is where your rotations need to be a bit slower. Because we need to deal with that guy. Someone has to, essentially, like, especially when you're playing in a team environment. And when it comes to stacking a site, and generally speaking, that is also something that you want to do only primarily based on some info that you gathered. Like, you're 100% certain enemies are going to push A, okay, stack this site. Or when you're playing eco rounds. I mean, in eco rounds, you always want to experiment, get out of the comfort zone, play a bit more surprising, and generally speaking, like I don't know, like, what I notice in pro play and VCT and shit like that, I mean, how most of the teams in Premier at your level are probably gonna, I don't know, I really don't know, like, against which teams you play as a Diamond 2 player in Premier, like, I really have no fucking idea. Why am I even reviewing this VOD? But, I don't know what is the skill level of the game. But, you know, if they see that you're eco, they're probably gonna have some kind of a common counterplay and a common, like, response to your eco rounds. Like, playing in a team environment is a lot easier than playing in ranked solo queue. Because every team has some kind of a pattern. Like, it's very easy to analyze and to notice these patterns in real time. Like, players are not that unpredictable. They have a structure that they're trying to follow, and especially at this skill level that you're playing at, that structure should be low, and players probably didn't practice it that much, so you can abuse, you know, that against them. Like, probably what we're gonna see during this game is that enemies do have some kind of a pattern that maybe you didn't notice in time, and you didn't abuse right in time. On attacker's chamber, should I enter with my team, support them with a sniper, or lurk for map control? Once again, this is all situational. Like, it's not one or another. It's everything. Like, you do what you think will allow you to win a match. Like, if enemies are eco hull by bonus on the defender side, you play with the team, you enter with the team, that's it. If your 5-man executes are working, and in the earlier stages of the game, you play with the team. Like, first 4 to 6 rounds. But if you notice in the first 4 to 6 rounds that team play is not working, then you should maybe lurk, try to surprise the enemies on the opposite part of the map, like try to do something alone. It all depends on information that you gather during the actual game. Now, should you support them with a sniper? Once again, it depends. That is the question you're asking yourself in the middle of the match. Like, if I pick up the sniper, and can I trust that my teammates are gonna go in first, open some initial space, and allow me to actually support them with a sniper? If they're not gonna do that, don't buy the op. You cannot afford it. Or, you know, ask yourself, can I get some kind of an early pick for my team somewhere, making a numbers advantage with the operator, and then we regroup and we hit something together later. And then, okay, buy the operator. I want to play more with the operator, but I'm not sure when to use it or even use it on attack side at all. On attacker side, you pull out the op only when you are 100% confident that you can make numbers advantage somewhere for your team. Enemies are peeking something 24/7. Get the operator, punish them. You think that based on enemies' team compositions, economy, they're gonna peek something and fight for get the operator, hold that area of the map, kill the enemies. Enemies are playing on the same off angles, common angles, whatever. Get the op, delete them. You have zero information. You're not certain that you can get a kill with the op. Don't bite. Simple as that. Now, on top of game sense, I want to silently support my teammates at every corner by playing traits and refrags. But I see this doesn't materialize for me. Listen, so one of the main problems of team play in ranked, and generally team play in Valorant, is that players don't fucking understand what does the refrag potential actually means. And what is actual team play. Like, team play is not like you, I don't know, your teammate is here, you know? And you're basically holding this. Your teammate is jiggling this. This is not refrag. You're letting your teammate die. You're just baiting him for a surprise mechanic, essentially. Maybe they're not going to expect you there. Or, what I see a lot of the times, like, this is not team play. Like, one guy moving here, one guy, like, your teammate is clearing the angles that you have absolutely zero vision on. He's gonna die. You don't have the right position to refrag him at all. Ascend. You're pushing B side. Your jet is here. You're here. This is not a refrag potential. This is not fucking proper ranked team play. Your teammate is peeking this angle while you're at that moment of time here. He's gonna die. And now what you're doing is you're just taking a 50-50 fight in which you know the exact location of the enemy. And if you don't have any utility to make that 50-50 fight work in your favor, paranoia, flash, stun, I don't know, something, it's just a 50-50 gunfight. It's not a refrag game, it's not team play, it's just you baited the shit out of your teammate for information. So, a lot of the times players struggle with this problem. Like, they just don't pay... You need to ask yourself, if my teammate, like, this is something that I was doing 24/7 when I was playing professionally Counter-Strike, and when I was, like, generally, like, when I was getting into more serious about FPS games, because I struggled with this problem as well. So, I always ask myself, like, if my teammate is peeking the angle X, can I fight on that angle X with my teammate at the same moment of time, or in the time frame distance between 0.5 and 1 second? Like, that is a refrag time gap. You know? 0.5 to 1 second. Like, the problem of a refrag topic in Valorant is that players pre-assume that one guy should be dead. Yes, that is the name of the refrag. Like, one guy dies, you refrag him, you move forward. But why would anyone fucking die? Just fight together. Get better angles, like, because the problem of refrag game, how community knows it, is that at the end of the day, you're still picking 50-50 fight. If you let your teammate die and then you peek after 1, 2, 3 seconds, it's a 50-50 fight. It's not a it's not a proper team play game. So, positioning is very important compared to what your teammates are, and proper pacing and pathing. Like, that's why a lot of problems have a lot of players in ranked have problem with this team play, because in ranked solo queue, what happens for you guys? Your teammates don't speak. They're not telling you, oh, I'm gonna push now, I'm gonna do this. And what do you need to do? You need to predict how their pathing and movement is gonna look like. Like, that is what I developed through, like, playing this fucking game 24/7. I mean, not this game. I developed all of this in Counter-Strike, but I just translated it to Valorant immediately. You know, like, I have like 15,000 hours in CSGO. Basically, you know, as much as I focus on enemies engaging me, on my crosshair placement, on my movement, my positioning, my main focus is also on the body posture of my allies. Like, same as in real life, you need to read their body posture in game. I know it's crazy, but you need to do that. Like, for an example, if I'm starting the round on bind, and I see that my Reyna is starting here. God forbid, with a leer in her hands. That's it. That tells me she's gonna go for this peak. And if I think that enemies are gonna go A, it doesn't fucking matter which agent I'm playing. I'm gonna play a bit closer. I'm gonna try to support her somehow. I don't know, I'm playing Cypher. I'm gonna drop this cage right here, so that at least enemies cannot peek us from the right side. We can maybe take this fight together. Okay, fuck it. That's proper team play. That is how you compensate the mistake of your allies. That's it. You can drop second cage on top of yourself. We get a kill, refrag the Reyna, or take a kill, get the fuck out. That's how your ranked team play needs to look like, you know? Now, how could I be I know I should be playing with my most aggressive team, and it feels like I'm never there in time. Explained. Communication. As IGL, what are necessary communications to give and when to do it? That's something I cannot like, you know, I can teach you what are the most important comms that you should give in ranked, but I'm not, you know, my main I'm coaching ranked players. I'm coaching players to go from Iron 1 to Radiant. That's my job. You get Radiant, that's it. That's as far as I can get you to. I can share with you my esports experience, like what helped me to break through tier 3, tier 2, like I was never tier 1, obviously. Otherwise I would be playing Counter-Strike still. I can like I don't know, give you advice how to network, help you with your Twitch, TikTok, Twitter, like with your branding, stuff like that. When it comes to team environment, like, I don't know, like I really don't know like how you can be better IGL. Just keep in mind that your comms should always be clean. Like essentially, the worst thing you can do is overcomplicating things that should be simple. Same goes for coaching, same goes for IGLing, same goes for anything. Like if something is simple, it should stay fucking simple. The less comms, it is actually better, especially for ranked. Like simple good strategies are always better than some great advanced overcooked strategies that might not work because your teammates just don't, you know, you tell them one thing in the ear, in one ear, and it just goes bab. It doesn't register. They don't register what you're telling them to do. So essentially, like, you know, most of the setup should be quite simple. Like, you know, basically double tower, double bait. Can you do smoke here? This flash, this stun. Like, no overcomplicating. In ranked solo queue, you should just lead your teammates on a macro level. Like, just telling them, hey guys, let's go A, let's go B. And on the attacker side, you mainly just want to correct your controllers. Like, what your controllers are doing is mega important. Like, we cannot have shit smokes. Everything else can be shit, but you cannot have shit smokes. That is already all over. And on the attacker side, if you think that some macro idea is really fucking good, and your teammate wants to lurk or flank, that is when you want to like correct your teammates as well. When it comes to micro corrections, you know, like giving your teammates suggestions, you want to do that only when it is really hurting you a lot. Like you're literally losing because of one piece of utility or because of one teammate. That is when you want to micro correct your teammates, excluding controllers, of course. And on a defender side, like in ranked solo queue, it's more like just adaptations. You know, like you communicate to your teammates mainly when you need something from them. And when they're doing something horribly wrong that is gonna potentially make you lose the round. That is how ranked IGLing should look like. Now, when it comes to team IGLing, I mean, already before the premier match, you should have like a, I don't know, French A-side execute, Italian coupe, English queen, B-side push. I don't know. Like you already have to create like You know, look at these pro teams in Counter-Strike, for an example. Like, Blade is sitting in the chair with a fucking book, bro. Every player has this stack of paper on the table. Like, essentially, you don't IGL your teammates and explain strategies on the go. Like, IGLs in esports, their job is essentially to recognize these patterns. Mid-round decisioning is mega important. And they need to understand, like, basically you're trying just to counter the enemy team. Like, that is what IGL does. You know? Like, but you should already have a set place. Like, your main job as an IGL is to recognize the patterns, recognize win conditions, how to counter the enemies, and that's it. And those are the callouts that you give. Okay, guys, because enemies are doing this and that, now we do the French coup on the B side. Your teammates know what is a French coup from the practice. You don't need to explain anything else. That's it. That's your job. And in the mid rounds and at the end of the rounds, that's also your job. Like, if the French coup doesn't work for some reason, you need to recognize these patterns and sequences and tell them what to do instead of it. Like, you need to have a plan A, B, C for every strategy. Now, this is once again game sense and situational awareness, which you build over time as you're developing your game knowledge and as you're reviewing millions of VODs. Millions of VODs, sequences in the game, pro player matches, etc, etc. Like, I have around, I don't know, I spent a lot of time in Valorant, but 50, like, I have at least 5,000 to 6,000 hours in this fucking game. Just analyzing the game. Like, literally. I don't have that much of a playtime in this game, to be honest. Like, it's maybe 6-7k, I don't know. Like, I spent, like, a player that is just coaching individual players. I have 5,000 pages of Word documents that I use for my coaching. Now, you as a player that want to go pro, or I don't know, you want to IGL your teammates in Premiere, you should have like 10,000, 20,000 pages, essentially. Analyzing different sequences, etc. And obviously, like, you're Diamond 2. I don't know why the fuck am I even talking about this topic. What pro level? Like first you need to get Radiant. Period. You cannot get Radiant in this game. Nothing matters. Literally nothing matters. Like, don't even try it. Like, already tier 3 is 3 ranks above an average Radiant. Like, here is, like, I don't know. Basically, this is I don't know, Iron 1 to, like, let's say Ascendant 1, for an example. Then this is, like, Ascendant 1 to maybe, like, Immortal 3. Then the same distance is, like, Immortal 3 to Radiant. And then you have, like, this. Tier 3. And then Tier 1, you know, all the way there. So, but once again, if you're playing for fun, like, I totally understand, like, you know, you why not? I mean, it's more fun playing Premiere than playing ranked at the end of the day. But I don't know, what is your main goal in Valorant? Like, do you wanna be a coach, pro player? Do you wanna be Radiant, like, content creators, etc, etc? In the VOD I called that, I believe it shook the team because of my lack of game sense. In the VOD I called a timeout, but it didn't work because I made the wrong call. How could it been used effectively? Listen, that is another thing that you as an because you don't have a coach in a team, Premier team, probably. Sometimes you should just call timeouts as a mental reset as well, just to boost the confidence of your teammates. You know, especially when, brother, if one of your teammates just clutched 1 versus 4, that's a timeout as well. That guy's probably shaking, you know. Even if he is not shaking, he needs to cool down. So you can use timeouts as a cooldowns as a mental resets as well. It doesn't need to be anything tactical. Now, we'll see in this game, like, I mean, most of the times it should be tactical, of course. Like, you know, you should give your teammates some ideas if you're already using a timeout, but we'll see what you did. Goals. Improve weakness to be efficient as possible. Okay. Become comfortable and valuable in a team scenario. But you cannot become comfortable and valuable in a team scenario if you're not comfortable and valuable as an individual player. Like, just always remember that. Like, it doesn't matter how good of a, I don't know, mastermind. You can be mastermind in this game. Literally the player that can predict future. But you need to work on yourself. Like, at that point, you're just fucking coach. You know, you should be a coach, not a player. You need to work on yourself first. Break low elo and become ascendant. Okay? Be there for my teammates at every turn. Okay? Learn to play the op. That's easy. You know, like, we'll talk about that maybe later. Increase clutch percentage. That comes with situational awareness and game knowledge and all of the stuff that we already mentioned. When it comes to, like, opping, I don't... Like, I mean... Just that much, bro. Like, you know, it's point-and-click timing type of tasks in aim labs, Kovacs, like... I'm just gonna share some kind of a training with you. I don't want to talk about that mechanical topic because it's just stupid to repeat that. Agents, I play Phoenix and Chamber with preference towards Chamber so I can effectively play op. Okay. Okay. You know, the problem of playing Duelist and Chamber as an IGL, quote-unquote, is that, you know, with these two agents, you cannot spend that much time on the minimap, like, in a team environment. It's really hard. Like, if you're IGLing, it's usually better to play some supportive type of character rather than Duelist or Chamber. You know? You don't want to be a fucking hooksy, bro. Like, you know, go in, die, and then IGL your team. You're not a coach. You should be a player in the game. So I don't know how efficiently you can actually do both, entering and giving the comms and all of that stuff. Also, when it comes to communication, like, there's a lot of practices that you can use to become more efficient and more fluent when it comes to the good comms. That is something I'm maybe going to share with you through private messages. And what else I wanted to mention? Agents. Phoenix and Chamber are great for ranked solo queue. Like, for ranked solo queue, both characters are, like, good. You know, S tier, A tier, in that range. Like, depending on certain factors. If they suit your playstyle, like, I really don't see any reason why you should not do it. You know, both good characters. Just as I said, like, for an IGL, if you want to be IGL in a team, controllers, like, initiators, recon agents, like, it's hard. It's you know, it can work, maybe, but it's hella hard, because most of the times you're in some kind of an action, you know, some kind of a front line. You don't have that much time to observe your surroundings and possibilities and think. Depends. Maybe he's a fast thinker. I don't know. Who knows? Is there any IGL in Valorant that is, like, playing Duelist? Does anyone know? I don't know anyone in Valorant. Who's IGL in Sentinels right now? Poppin is playing Initiators and stuff like that. Then we have Fnatic, Bolster is on Controllers. Then we have Heretics. No, I don't know anyone. Even Chamber, to be honest. Like, and yeah, by the way, when it comes to, like, agents. In Valorant, we have a bit of a problem. When it comes to going pro, and playing agents. Like, first of all, as you're reaching Radiant, you really want to narrow down your options. Like, you want to figure out which playstyle works the best for you. Stick to maximum 2 to 4 characters that share the similar playstyle and master it completely. But then once you reach Radiant in Valorant, versatility is very important. If you want to go pro, and if you want to have a career that lasts longer than 1 or 2 years. Like, players that are willing to switch roles, switch playstyles, play everything, are the players that are gonna, you know, compete for a long time. This is not Counter-Strike, you know? We have different agents, different team comps. Like, it's a really bad idea, up to Radiant, trying to master more than 2 to 4 agents. But after you reach Radiant, like, you should be very open-minded. Like, very open-minded. Mega open-minded. Like, you should be... Your team wants you to play Harbor. Fuck it. You know? You're spending next 3 months learning Harbor and spamming Harbor in ranked solo queue, essentially. So, yeah. We're gonna check the tracker a bit later. Okay, now, let's see, you know, what you're doing on the defender side of Braderoni. So, on defensive bind, you know, B site is always a bit harder for retake than A site. It should be your default site that you play most of the time when you have no idea where the enemies are gonna go, and in the first round as well. So with Chamber, like, I don't know, in the first round, you can just do a different variation of a classic shorty setup, like, you know, classic light shield, classic light shield, shorty and 1 headhunter. You put a teleport here. You bait the enemies with a classic pistol and destroy the recon abilities in the window. Take this off angle. Go for 1 shot. Take the shorty. Delete the enemies. That's it. Let's see what you're gonna do and how you're gonna play this.
Later.
Actually, hold up.
Zach, were you gonna be watching?
James, what's your favorite map for Rainbow?
I don't know, even if I'm playing Premier, like, I would actually go for this play. Like, especially, I mean, the weakness of the enemy team comp is they actually don't have that many recon abilities. I mean, you don't have any, to be honest. We can easily destroy the Skydog, and we can easily abuse the shorty to get these free kills on the site. Since we're playing Premier, I see we are in the double controller meta. That's gonna be a bit fucked up on the attacker side of bind, so we really need to win as many rounds as possible on defense. I just think that trademark in a first round is not valuable at all. Like, you can live without it. Like, it's much more important that you have a light shield than a trademark in a first round. Because most teams, I mean, at least in ranked solo queue, will do some kind of fun 5-man execute in the first round, and you will just be doing a fast rotation towards A, or you will be fighting the enemies on the B site.
Probably. I wanna play.
I have absolutely no idea what is this trademark for. Like, the only time when you should do some kind of a trademark like this, actually, I don't know when would you do it. I really don't see. You don't see the VOD. My bad. Sorry. Now you see it. Sorry. So what he did, it was a trademark. Here. Like, I don't know when you should do that type of a trademark, like on the B site. Maybe if you're playing a, you know, solo B, if you're playing solo B and you're defending the window solo. So once you TP, I don't know, here, or here, you have a bit faster information if the enemies are maybe lurking through the B main area of the map, and if the enemies are actually like taking that space. But in the first round, if you already want to do some trademark, you just do this one here. Or you can do this one here for both window and the B long push.
Off angle, but I need someone.
My ult's not ready.
Uncrouch.
Okay.
I am uncrouched. We can do it later.
I'm just gonna jump spot it. I'm walling up immediately.
Especially with this TP setup and the setup that you're using with the Viper right now. I mean, if you want to teleport towards the Viper to help her out, like you use this TP, like it is much better if you have a trademark for the window. Like basically right here. Because this trademark will slow down the enemy's push, maybe a bit, if they get tagged. And you'll have more time to actually play with your Viper and to isolate the duels in the B long. I just don't see a reason why would we play so aggressively. We can just cheese out the enemies with a shorty and delete them on the bomb site.
Yeah, I heard them outside.
This is also pretty dangerous. I mean, you're playing in a 5v5 stack. Like, what are the chances that you're not gonna eat a Sky Dog here, a Sky Flash, or a Yoru Flash? You know, like, this angle here is a bit waste of a teleport. And the angle, like, if you're not playing some kind of a double bait setup. And if you don't know exactly how enemies are taking the space inside of the window. Like, let's see how this is gonna pan out, but I don't know.
Oh, five.
But generally speaking, I just don't understand this setup. Like, I don't understand why Viper is playing so aggressively in the first round, while she has a wall for showers and the whole B site. And why are you playing with the current setup that you're playing with? You have to explain this to me through the private messages because it's very weird.
They're drawing. We gotta go.
Very good that you resetted your abilities, because when enemies destroy the trademark is gone. So if you already think that enemies are going to destroy your trademark, always pick it up with yourself, reset it. We'll have it for better days.
Oh, she bought armor.
As I said, I just generally don't understand this setup. I don't know why would you play so overexposed. Why would you play on this angle, and why we should not be getting easy kills with a shorty. I mean, enemies have only one recon agent. It's Sky. Dog is very easy to destroy. Like, they will not expect you with a shorty inside of the tube. We can get a kill in the hookah with a classic or one headhunter. Reset in the tube get another kill. That's 2 kills for our team. Round is over. Yo, evil clone Wilson, man.
Can we pray?
Now, generally speaking, like, if enemies push B site in a first round, and you lose the first round on B, second round gamble on B set again. Once again play B. You can play the same setup, classic shorty, or you can just force headhunters and go for some headhunter taps. If you already decide to play A site in this second round, eco round, get a shorty again. You know, bait the enemies. Fuck them up with a shorty, like drop a shorty here, put a TP here, start with a classic, and maybe 1 or 2 headhunter bullets. We can take an off angle, such as this one, try to delete one enemy, try to delete one more enemy or destroy the Sky Dog, and then when the enemies are moving in, another free kill.
We have close range rep.
You will see that all of the great chamber players, such as Horkus and others, they abuse the shotguns quite a lot, and they really pump up the enemies, like with various different guns. What's your policy on forcing it if you lose the pistol? On attack, I would not do it. Almost ever. Because of the fucking outlaw. It's way too much of a risk. And on defense, depends. You can try, I don't know.
Depends on anyone that does.
Just in the current meta, like it's a really big risk forcing in a second round, in my opinion. If you lose the first one.
Especially ratty.
That's true.
I hear them.
They're here. Multiple.
You will definitely get some kind of an aim training routine from me. Like, if you want to play chamber, this needs to look better.
Towers.
You see this for an example. Right now you're here. Imagine you had a shorty.
Nothing on.
This guy is dead. This guy is already dead right now. I don't know why you wouldn't like to get a free kill and build up your ultimate a bit faster. Doesn't seem logical. In this one, I'm playing B, okay? I mean, enemies already developed like some kind of an A, B, C, D, E, F, G pattern. Vandal. Hey, what the fuck are you playing actually? Are we saving this round again? But listen, like, your team needs to get on the same page when it comes to economy. Like, in that last round, if your teammates are forcing, you force with them. Like, it never makes sense in Valorant playing 2 save rounds in a row. What the fuck is the point of that? If your teammates want to force with them. If your teammates want to save with them. Or afford credits that you can afford and still full buy in the next round. You know, spend the credits that you can afford and to full buy in the next round. Here, I don't know. Like, if I'm saving in this round as well, I will just make sure that in the next round, I can buy the operator with a heavy shield. Like, basically, in this round, I don't know, like, let me see how much money you have. So we have 7,200 in the next round. Light shield, 4 headhunters, and a shorty. 300, 7, 1100. You can maybe buy more headhunters. And that's it. Like, fuck the trademark. It's an eco round again. Let's try to fuck up the enemies.
No, don't waste.
And since you didn't use the first round strategy, I will just gamble on that. Now listen, on a defender side of bind, I would always advise you to fight more aggressively, ferociously, for the window instead of the long. Like, window control is very important, especially when you play in a team environment, because if you have the B short and window control, your teammates don't need to waste time rotating from A to B. You know, on their feet, through the spawn. They can just take teleport you, pinch the enemies in short, try to get some kills. That's it. Like, we already have a fight. Like, but, you know, when you're playing on defense, like, if I already have a raise in the window, playing with a shotgun, let's bait for her. Let's play some crossfire setup with her. And let's tell our Viper to play a bit more passively. And just stall the B-long push as much as she can.
Here, they go AB.
Yep.
Your timing to stop and shoot is horrible. And generally, like, I don't know, just from these few fights that you had, like, it seems like that you don't even think during your fights. Like, it really seems that you're firing your shots purely based on feeling and, you know, like, you don't give a shit. That's how it looks like. We'll work on this problem. We have multiple trainings for this. It's not really an issue. Like, it's gonna be fixed. But this is very... Already, like, in 3 rounds, like, you're making the same mechanical mistakes all over again. Like, you're not even tracking their movement or trying to be precise. Like, you're just spamming those 3, 4, 5 shots however you want, and God help us. But all of this that you're doing right now is just stupid. If you have a raise with a Bucky in the window, you know that enemies are not gonna push only through B long. In the first round, they push through the window as well. Play double bait setup. Destroy the Skydog for the raise. Try to delete the enemies on this off angle with a headhunter and fully bait for your raise. Like this is a very high kill potential for you when you're playing an eco round on bind. Like if enemies want to move through window, easy kills. Also, what you can do is like you don't need to play a full bait. You can fight with your raise as well. Like you can put that TP actually here, put a trademark for the long, and get a shorty and headhunters. You know, we can destroy the sky dog, and now we can actually swing the enemies. And with our peeker's advantage, try to delete one guy. Enemies will hyper focus onto you, you know, and then on the raise contact, we can just pop out, get the kills.
It's not feeling it today.
I got running guns. 4 of them are hookah.
Now,
Running.
why did you sell this off angle? Like if you already do a TP here, use that off angle. Like this off angle is something that you should always play when you're not fully exposed from the long. Like if you know that your first contact are gonna be enemies in the window, you should stay on this off angle. You can just play on the edge here, go for one tap, instantly reposition. That's it. It's not that risky angle. And anyways, like, you know, it's an off angle. Like enemies peeking through the window are always gonna pre-aim this first, you know. You have an advantage. Especially in an eco round. Like you should try to get a kill from here instead of dropping immediately to the elbow, getting smoked off, and then losing an opportunity to potentially get a kill.
Guns. 4 of them are hookah.
Oh wait, they can see me there? Or is it different? I guess.
Last player standing.
110 your.
What rank is this? Here's Diamond 2. What do you think is the best mouse grip? It's a personal preference. I really like. Whatever is more comfortable for you, just use it.
We needed James to peek, but he didn't.
Viper on the attacker side with the back key.
That we.
Okay, since enemies are going A, B, C, D, E, F, G, it is logical for us to play on the A side, obviously. Let me see the economy just. Yeah, in this round you buy the light shield, operator, trademark, and a few headhunters.
Okay. All
Bane, what's your man?
Does anyone have funds?
Jeff, could you buy this for me?
Does anyone have
No,
funds?
that's waste money. Because you're just gonna fucking die with it.
I'm not gonna be
Teleport's ready.
I'm giving you shit. Nice.
yes.
Okay. I mean, the first time when you play this off angle, usually the best idea is to not hide. Like, just to make the enemies believe that on that angle you're just playing fully overexposed. So yeah, like the first time you play this angle, you can just put a, you know, this TP or this TP here. And you can just, you know, hold this position, try to get a kill, TP away, that's it.
Dropping wall.
Okay, yours TP is on side, yours TP is
Yep.
on side.
Got spike.
Spike down.
Backside,
A.
backside, backside.
Fuck!
Now, here. you heard from your teammate that the Yoru TP is on the site. You have the operator. You don't know exactly where is the Yoru's TP. Like if the Yoru's TP was traveling towards the site, it can be anywhere. Back side, front side. Our Sky didn't give us really like a raise or whatever. They didn't give us clean comms. Where is that teleport? If like whenever you have a teammate fighting for the lamps, just fight with that guy. As long as you keep the lamps control, we can delay the enemies, we can fight together, and the enemies cannot isolate us in some clean 50-50 fights. Like for example here, after this kill, okay, good reset on utility, but immediately just do this, you know, and wait for the enemies. Omen needs help, no problem. We're there, we can support the Omen, we can fight with him. You think enemies are gonna go here. Okay, we can just hold this angle. Try to get the kill. We have a shorty, bob up. When you're playing a combo with a shorty, like, behave towards the shorty like it's a normal weapon. You know? A weapon that allows you to take these easy frags and easy kills. Like, if I already have a combo, such as Operator, Headhunters, and Shorty, I would much rather fight in a claustrophobic area of the map, where I can isolate an angle like this, potentially get a kill, and then I'm definitely gonna delete this guy with a Shorty in the face. Instead of being fully overexposed, I mean, what you were going for, you wanted to go for some kind of a peek, like this, or maybe to hold the showers. Why would you do that? You're 4v2. Relax, you know, you can just play with Omen, double up. If enemies are coming through short, that's it. Generally speaking, like, on A side of bind, like, whenever enemies are executing A side, as long as you have one teammate in the lamps that is alive, you want to fight with that teammate. Like, you want to keep the control of this shit as much as you can, to delay them, to waste their time, and to allow your teammates to rotate from B towards the A side.
Got spike.
Spike down.
Back close. Just gonna.
Okay.
Okay, now you
Instead of getting this one headhunter, you should have got a shorty. Well, always keep it as your secondary weapon. Like, it's a very useful weapon. Like, something that, especially players below Immortal 3, are completely neglecting a possibility of getting face fucked by a shotgun when they're playing against the chamber. They are expecting headhunter. They are expecting the operator. But come on. I mean, you will see Horkus playing shorty every fucking day, playing, I don't know, Judge with a headhunters every day, like, Bucky, like, you know, that's a versatile playstyle. Okay, in this round, we can, I mean, enemies are very predictable in this match. They're going AB 24/7, so we might as well abuse that pattern. The only thing here is, what is the thing here? The thing here is that this trademark, I would actually put deeper into the long to delay the enemies as much as I can, as my teammates are dealing with the enemies in B short. Like, this is maybe the round where I would actually drop this trademark deep all the way here. So we're going for this peak with this teleport. Round is starting. Do this. Take a fight.
wall here. That's a lurk wall though. So I'm not sure.
So I mean, like, I don't know. Like, generally speaking, if you're playing chamber, like, I don't know, why would you hold angles? This is a bit more common rather than an off angle, you know? Even though you're not holding it tight, still, like, you know, an average player is gonna pre-aim this shit. To be honest, maybe a bit better idea, you know, if you swing all the way wide here and you don't see the enemies, we can just lock in a spot like this and then occasionally peek the enemies and try to surprise them. Because, I mean, at least in this elo and because you're playing in a 5v5 environment, we should be expecting that enemies are gonna do this. We can maybe wait for the Sky Dog to activate. When the Sky Dog activates, we take a kill.
Or I need help.
For a second, I was scared. But this is a really good play, and I love it a lot. This is something that a lot of the chamber players don't do, and I have no idea. I mean, I don't know, is it a hard mechanic or not, but whatever. Like, if you already have a teleport for long, and enemies are going A, use a fake TAP with a teleport. Solid bait. Solid, especially if you don't have Omen in your team, or Yoru. Enemies might be kinda stuck around that TP for some time, or they're gonna feel the pressure. You can do this shit on the A set as well, like, basically, if you put the teleport, you know, here, you can go in. I mean, you don't need whatever the fuck is the teleport. I don't know why I'm explaining, like, where should you put the teleport?
I got dogged and killed. I needed help there.
My bad, I got smoked.
You're good.
Ooh. Okay.
Spike planted.
With a long-range weapon, especially with the operator, you should always retake the ASA from the tower. Like, there's no debating. Like, you should never go from the CT, from the lower area. It's just way too risky. No reason to do that. Like, just clear the off angles and common angles with the op. It should be easy for you.
That was a fake.
Bench, showers, okay. Okay.
Teleport's ready.
Two.
She's standing on top.
Might just have to say this.
Standing.
Oh shit.
Here, it is saving time. I don't know why you're walking. I know that the Viper is close, but put a trademark and just fucking run. Like, you know?
I just gotta save the op here.
Trademark!
That's a good spot.
Okay, good.
Dog up.
Short, and he's dogged.
Okay, so in this round, enemies cut their pattern, and they went 2 rounds in a row onto the A site. Now, listen. With op on A site, like, you really have a lot of different setups that you can use. I mean, generally with Chamber, like, you have a lot of setup on A site. For an example, what you can try doing, if you're already, like, if enemies have, like, shit ton of some utility that can fuck you up, and you can just put a TP on tower, tell your teammates to boost you up here. From these boxes, you can jump on truck, and this is one of the best off angles that you can hold with operator and outlaw when the enemies are pushing A short. Like, it's not that tight. It seems tight, but the way how this area is made, you can hit this shot as a diamond and ascendant player. Like, I truly believe that players can do this with this crosshair placement. You see the enemies jump spotting. You see the enemies on top of the bench as well. A lot of the players like to peek from top of the bench. Free kill. After that kill, you can just reset yourself, jump up. Well, don't jump like that. Jump up, get another frag, fully reset yourself, it's fine. Enemies are probably gonna smoke the tower, or do the regular smokes here and here. You still see over the smokes, you can maybe get a kill, catch the enemies mid-air, or as they're taking the space in A short.
Before. I can bait for you though.
Just a second, I want to check something like...
That's not ready.
Like, for example, this TP and this setup is not a bad idea if you want to aggress the enemies in a bit different way. Especially, I mean, you're playing with a team. You're playing 5 versus 5. Like, why don't you organize something with your teammates? Some baiting setup, some you know, some actual refray game. Like, we can put a trademark for the showers deep. So it's giving us the info here. Put the TP up there. And as soon as the round starts, like, we can go for some aggro peek like this, while our teammates from the showers are holding this. We try to surprise the enemies. Voila! Another off angle. Now, our teammate base for us destroys the sky dog. Whatever. I mean, they only have a dog, to be honest. Another kill. That's it. You can do this as well. Avoid going for these dry repeaks if you already got a kill on a similar angle or the same angle. Like, your job is already done here. You're a 5v4. That's it. Killing this Yoru... Enemies don't have a dive agent anymore. They need to play in a different way. They need to play a bit slower. They need to reset around a bit. Like, jump spot this angle, see if more enemies are there, and then maybe take some fight if you think it works in your favor.
It's just a guy lurking.
Nice. Nice.
Spike down B.
Anyways, like right now, like you should just consistently be jump spotting this angle, so we know exactly if that was the only one guy lurking, and to get the info in this area of the map, and to give info to our teammates on the opposite part of the map, if they should rotate or not.
You guys got eyes to spike?
I don't know why would you pick up that trademark. Like, enemies were pushing B site. Maybe there's like 1 or 2 more enemies in B long. They're pretty pinched in that B long area of the map. If they decide to rotate, at least we'll have the information if they're going from the teleporter towards the site, or if they're going from the TP towards the A short, and maybe faking us a bit.
No, I had to back up.
This guy was B long.
Wait for TP or something.
You don't have to back off that far. One B long still. Close.
Picked up a judge, I think.
One enemy
Teleport's
remaining.
ready.
See lost there?
Spike
No.
down B.
85. Fuck, over hill.
He's pushing, he's pushing, he's pushing.
Okay, this was fine.
Nice.
Good, good. To be honest, like, you know, with Chamber, like, you can take almost any fight in this godforsaken game as long as you have your teleport. Like, safe teleport, of course. It's fine. You can go for it.
So you want me to save mine?
Just use your ult this round.
I don't know. Like, usually one advice that I give to players when I coach them is if you do some kind of a play 2 times and it works, you do it for the 3rd time and it works. The 4th time is already the time where you should make some kind of a change. Like, I mean, that's the advice for the players in between Iron 1 and Immortal 2. Like, below Immortal 3, you might fuck up the enemies 3 times in a row by doing the same shit. But already the 4th time, you should expect that they might start using their brain. That is like that latency that players have, like, in terms of their decision making and in terms of their awareness. Like, in this round, I don't know, man, like, already 3 times you show to the enemies that you love to do this play. I wouldn't try it 4th time. Or I would try it, but with some kind of a variation. We cannot do this. Let's not do, like, for an example, your Jet is playing with you and holding the A short. Like, why don't we, I don't know, create some double bait setup, like, let the Jet walk into this corner, and you maybe play from this angle, you know? You can put a TP here, jump on the box here, and bait for the Jet. Bam! But you teleport on top of the truck. Jet gets the contact. That's it. Maybe enemies are gonna push you away from this position with like a flash, with a dog. I don't know, some shit like that. But you're instantly on an off angle to support your Jet, and you did a really good bait for her, and we're gonna get 1 kill at least. I mean, maybe 2. Maybe everything. But you saw it's a clone. Now, I just have no fucking idea what your Jet is doing. Why is she playing so aggressively when we are not aggressing? I mean, if Jet wanna do this, we really need some smokes and some communication.
I missed. It's a
No, this was suicide play she's doing.
clone. Run back, get back, get back.
Nice,
Get
nice.
back, get back, get back.
I have no idea how she's still alive.
Actually, she checked.
This repick was fine because enemies were primarily focused on your teammate. Like when you have teammates in front of yourself that are kind of baiting for you and you feel that enemies are locked onto your allies. Sure, you can go for this type of repicks, try to get a kill, it's fine. But now is the time to stop. Now is the time to stop. And since you have two teammates watching the A short, you need to take the showers. Now, if enemies didn't have a Viper, like if they didn't have the Viper right here, Viper wall, like it would be totally fine to stay on this angle. Totally fine, because you can kill these guys, get the info there, but you can also just, you know, fight with your teammates A short. But because enemies have a Viper, I mean, you have two teammates here, you need to, like, basically fully reset yourself, take this angle, and that's your job now, unfortunately. What's the average rank in this game? Gold, I think. Gold and silver players are like 51%, 50% of player base.
Showers. Shower.
Vision, relax. I'll be with you in a sec.
They don't know I'm in this corner.
A gift.
Okay.
In this corner.
A gift.
Oh yeah, he just killed the Viper. My bad. So because you killed the Viper, my bad, I'm autopiloting here a bit. Because you killed the Viper, you know, just tell your Jet and Raze to fight for A short while you hold this. Like literally, there was no reason to change the setup at all. Like enemies don't have a smoke to cut us off. We have a clear vision onto the enemies from showers. And even if enemies decide to use some kind of a smoke here and plant the spike there, okay, we can take the full short control, maybe go for some kind of a flank, some kind of a lurk, wait for our teammates to rotate, and pinch the enemies together.
Nice.
They found my trap.
Both showers.
So,
One enemy remaining.
nice.
I don't know who destroyed the trademark.
Last in showers.
Isn't the guy in the... Never mind. Now, one more thing when it comes to using the op. Like, I don't know why... You need to double scope more. Like, basically, whenever you're holding enemies in medium range, long range duels, especially if you're fighting only one enemy, you're holding enemies on tight angles, pixel angles, on the jump spots. Always double scope. Like, it's much easier to micro-correct, to be precise, to see the first pixel of the enemies. Here, double scope. You're only watching one angle, fighting one enemy. You have one shot, one opportunity, that's it.
She peeks, she's dead.
It's just much easier to track the big pixels and be fully focused on hitting this shot. Like, for example, you know, if I'm holding this angle with this crosshair placement, my eyes are essentially somewhere here. I'm looking for the legs and for the torso to appear first. As soon as I see the first pixel, I'm instantly micro-correcting or taking a shot if I think he's gonna swing wide. But what if he has scope on hold? I'm also using scope on hold. Like I don't have a toggle. Like just in controls, you go to equipment and toggle zoom level. Now with the C button, I'm just going in and out. I mean, this is how you should use the scope in Valorant. Even if you have a toggle, you should use this option right here, toggle zoom level, to go in and out. You don't press your right click 3 times to go from double zoom to one zoom. That's stupid. While you're zoomed, you just switch the scope based on which angle you're fighting. We're fighting here, we're fighting here. You know? We're fighting here, we're fighting here, we're fighting here. That's it.
Wow.
Okay, chill.
I got fast. That was a good pick.
Ted.
Nine. Over here. With the
Playing B side this round. Okay. Okay. Fine.
You on boxes?
If they're here, tell me.
I don't know. I just think that these players should be jump spotting this. I don't know. Almost, actually. Like, that jump spot was so fucking bad. The guy almost killed him. You know, like, this also... why am I saying this? Because you know how enemies are taking B long. You saw this in the previous rounds. They're either using the dog or jump spotting this angle. And they're pushing together with the dog. If they're already doing that, they're not just peeking or walking through the B long area of the map. Tell your Viper or your Omen to bait for you, to jump for you, get on this angle, wait for the enemies to peek out, get a kill, that's it. But you're playing 5v5 Premier mode, man. Why are we playing together with our teammates if we're not gonna have any team play? And please, for the love of God, on bind, like, one of the worst mistakes players make on this map, you can never start beyond this and beyond this line right fucking here. Like, you cannot give this space for free. When I say for free, I don't mean that you should fight the enemies. You need to bait out some utility. You need to get the information for me, because I'm playing all the way on the A side, and I need to know when to rotate.
I don't see anybody
Turkey
here.
lag.
Who's next?
Oh, Hookah.
That's a good spot.
Personally, I would put that trademark inside of the smoke, but it doesn't fucking matter, to be honest. Nice teleport.
They're Hookah. TPs.
They took TP.
No, I faked.
You should have reset your teleport.
I faked.
They're on.
When you're playing this off angle, you need to play it in a diagonal way. It needs to be a safe off angle. It cannot be an off angle where you commit to the fight. What if the enemy start pop flashing you through the window? You're dead without a TP. Like, you need to play here, like this. That's it.
On me.
I guess diamond players are just gonna pop out without a sky flash.
Nice.
What now? Never mind, he dropped on the right side. But this kill saved us.
Nothing on her.
Down B.
She was running
One
down.
enemy remaining.
Still in there.
I'm not really a fan of what he did right now. Also, I think this wall is... Which wall was fully spammable? Was this wall? Yeah. I mean, you can try to do that. I don't know, like... Why not? Like, if one guy is stuck there.
Drop it.
Probably not the best idea, if you have him locked in.
Dropping pit.
Team 8.
Nice.
Oh, he crossed, like...
Good job, boys.
Holy shit, we just blinked.
Shut
In this round, I would actually play A side, because once again, enemy started doing the A, B, C, D, E, F, G pattern. But since he's like in a 5v5 premier mode, like, I guess you can trust your teammates. Probably. Now, when you're playing alone on the B side of the chamber, you just use the trademark for the opposite part of the map that you're not defending at that moment of time. Like, for an example, if, as I said, like, if you're defending window aggressively, you do a trademark for the B long, right here. If you're defending long aggressively, you use a trademark for the window right here. And that's it. No complications, no nothing. Now, in this round, I don't know, personally, I would... You need to change something up. I feel that you're way too repetitive. I get it. Like, you're playing against Diamond, Platinum, low Ascendant players, like... They're not really that adaptive. You know, they don't use their brain often. But still, I really hope we're not gonna do the same peak in long.
I'm gonna push out showers.
Wall here.
Yes, we are.
I'll break it.
Popping sides.
Listen, like, when it comes to rotations on bind, in the first 4 rounds, you should always rotate fast on the first contact between yours and enemy team. Then, after the 4th round, you're just asking yourself, how are enemies actually playing on the attacker's side? How fast are they rotating? Are they faking? Do they have someone that lurks? Do they like to use teleporters to rotate? I mean, these enemies that you're playing against right now are quite simple. They're kind of committing to the bomb sites. So, there's only 2 cues that we should use to rotate. Number 1 is, if your teammates start dying on the opposite part of the map, insta rotation. If the enemies take some significant space from our teammates, insta rotation. Like for example, right now, like your teammates are still keeping a significant space on the A site. They also got a kill. No reason to rotate. We can just lock in this off angle on long, and that's it. Relax, chill.
Enemy spotted A.
Shit. I
Now we rotate.
got swung off.
You guys doing okay? Need
One hookah. Okay, can we pop result on that guy?
Hey, rotate.
Nah, 1 TP.
Who TP?
Yuri, I think.
Clone, maybe?
I don't know why you take your trademarks when you're not fully certain if enemies are planting the spike on the opposite part of the map or if enemies are committing. I mean, if you don't know if enemies are gonna fully commit onto the A site, chill a bit. Don't pull out the trademark immediately. Like, wait to see what's gonna happen on the opposite part of the map and still keep that information with your trademark.
No, I broke one.
Teleport's ready.
Now listen, whenever you end up alone on the B set of bind, it's pretty dangerous doing what he did right now. But we kinda cleared B long. We're kinda pre-assuming that all enemies were A site anyways. Like, the comps are kinda not there. Like, I mean, your teammates are not telling you exactly. Like, the comps need to be much better if you want to play Premier, you know? Like, they need to tell, like, where is the Sky? Is Sky A? Is Viper A? Who did they see? Where did they see the players, like? Because right now, you know, holding this angle is pretty dangerous without knowing where is the Viper. Maybe when you started resetting yourself, Viper started pushing the B long, you know? And you cannot fully commit yourself towards this angle if enemies can go through the long as well. You need to, you know, jump spot, and then we can take a fight with the enemies. But anyways, we should have just kept this trademark here. Then we can hold the long. Aha, enemies are going through the window. Okay, let's delay them.
Nice. Last two unknown. Might have gone long.
Just say A.
Your drip still up. Drip still up. Drip still up, James.
One quick tip when it comes to positioning on the B side of bind. Whenever you're playing backside, try to avoid hugging this wall behind you. Because if enemies get on top of the boxes here, they essentially see you. Like, you need to play, you know, closer towards this box.
Oh, no, it's not.
I
What?
put it. I heard one.
Here.
Oh, yeah. One short. You'll hear him drop out of hookah, though.
Oh, yes.
One short still. Nope. Viper short.
30 seconds left.
A gift.
One's on tight.
Sure.
I don't know if this trademark was intentional, but you should have just dropped a trademark in front of the enemies.
Yeah, that's
Go ahead and
everything
rotate. I'll
out.
stay here. I'll stay here.
They could TP. Yeah. Vision.
Also, this angle that you're holding right now is mega dangerous. Like, We don't know exactly where is, you know, we don't know if both enemies are here, if one enemy is here and here, if one enemy is window. You don't have any real information. Like, because of angle perception disadvantage, if enemies peek you from the right side, they see you much faster than you see them.
No, go back. They have...
But never mind, like, I guess Sky is blind.
Never mind, that's back.
10
We're good.
seconds left. Spike.
My guy pulled out a spike in the middle of... How is this diamond or whatever? Like, what is this rank?
Down B.
161?
40.
They have a...
I'm gonna beat Josh.
That's a good spot.
I'm gonna play over here though. I'm not gonna
Okay.
pick them unless I see your trip.
Pretty standard shit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play passive here.
Relax a bit, you know, like... like, basically... Eminis, like, just look how this area is built. Like, I'm gonna show you right now. In just a second. So, you're starting here, you know, and enemies are starting basically here. The difference is marginal. Like, basically, as you're aggressively peeking this, enemies are almost in the same time peeking you as well. Like, there is a chance that enemies might be swinging you in the same way that you swing them. Like, you know, for example, what I really love to do to counter the chamber players with the op, I'll start here. As soon as the round starts, take this off angle, take a kill, get him out. So, I would really not recommend you to walk all the way up here, fully exposed. Then, in this line, like already here, you might be getting into contact with the enemies that are hugging that wall. Like, you cannot jump like this. You can go for a jump peek somewhere here. Like, as you're getting exposed from this angle, you can do this and now take a fight. But jumping in this line is just crazy. Like, already here when you jumped.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play passive here.
Like, I don't know. Like, already here enemies can be there. It's just way too risky. I don't know why would you ever go for a jump peek in the showers. I mean, I'm gonna delete you if I'm playing op.
Smoke me off. They smoke me
Nice.
off.
Oh, you guys can
Thankfully, no one was there. Like, they were walking up, so it doesn't matter.
rotate all. Oh shit, I see
There's more,
four.
there's more.
I saw four.
I'm holding here with
Good
the,
info.
What the fuck?
I'm holding here with the,
What the fuck?
Vamos!
One enemy remaining.
Nice left there.
Yeah.
Good shit, boys. Good shit.
Behind.
Valorant.
Now.
Just put the fries in the bag.
We need to relax. Relax.
I've
Bunny needs to chill down, bro.
got your trail.
Literally nothing in short, bro. It's gotta be all B. I'm rotating quick.
I'll be long. They're pushing it fast.
Yeah, they're pushing quick. I'm gonna rotate.
When is the Horcrux? What are gonna happen? Let's do it on Monday. I'm up for that. Let's do a Horcrux VOD review on Monday. I wanna do one more Radiant VOD review before I go on vacation. On Monday, tomorrow I'm gonna do Corrode, and I'm gonna do one more VOD review of you guys. We have another tier 3 sub, and on Monday, like, we can do the Horcrux and some cast. I don't know. We'll see what.
There's a sky thing chasing me. It just died.
They're up. I'm
One's
talking.
out. One's out.
This is pretty dangerous. What should like? What I don't like in your gameplay is that you're not pre-assuming all of the possibilities that can happen, and you know, like, where the enemies can be. Like, if you have this type of a smoke, you lose all of the information inside of the window. Once the smoke disappears, enemies can be here, enemies can be here, enemies can be here, 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 everywhere. Like, you cannot hold this angle in this way. Why? You don't see this part right now. You're in the huge angle perception disadvantage. This enemy sees the tip of your gun. He is ready for a fight. There is no one else to support you behind you. Like, this angle, right now we can hold a bit wider, but generally speaking, like, I don't see a reason to hold it in any way. Like, basically, you know, the only way to hold this position now is like this, but this is a fucking suicide without the teleport. So just, you know, jump spot the enemies, get the info where the fuck they are, wait for the TP. It's only 10 seconds. Aha, enemies are on the left side. Get him out of the server. We do pop in after Horcus. Okay, then next week we can do pop in and Horcus. Why not? My girlfriend wants to go pro. How hard is it to go pro for game changers? Much easier than VCT. Actually, I think it's easy. Depends on her skill, to be honest. Depends on her skill. Like, if your GF can reach Radiant, I think it's not that big of a problem.
Hell out.
One
Another
elbow.
one, another
One
one
elbow.
One B elbow. One B elbow. Here.
Two elbow.
Okay.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. We have resonate.
Okay.
That was through vent. Through vent. Through vent.
Very good trademark.
Still there.
What's the difference between VCT and game changers? The difference is that in game changers, the tier 1 teams have like Immortal 1 and Immortal 2 players. You know?
Sure. 3v1. Don't take ones. Don't. Oh, never mind.
Hey, you're just better.
Trevor overheats, but it's fine. We're good.
No,
Yeah,
Kind of. Close by, yeah.
there's 3 of them can. They'll probably light by. Showers.
Understood.
Oh shit.
Multiple. All
all
showers.
good.
All showers.
I'm rotating. Dub, can you say?
They still get paid, no? Yeah, of course.
Nice.
The other
I just don't know how much money game changers are making. And I don't know. From the monetary value, is it worth it, like, pursuing, like, game changers?
the
hold on.
other one.
I mean, I saw that in one tournament, like, there was like 200 people watching the finals in the arena of game changer. Like, I don't know. I just don't know, like, what is. I didn't watch. I watched maybe 2 matches of game changers in my life.
They're res. Sure.
First,
I'm rotating. Dub, can you say?
probably light by.
no.
Kind
Kind
of.
of.
Close by, yeah.
There's 3 of them can. They'll probably light by. Showers.
Understood.
Oh sh.
The only thing I don't like in your gameplay when it comes to your setups is that you're way too repetitive. Like, all of these positions, all of these setups, all of these angles, you can hold in multiple different ways. Like, usually one angle or one off angle, you can use it in at least 2 different ways. Like, I don't know why would you be so repetitive. Like, you need to realize, yes, an average Ascendant, Diamond, Platinum player is not gonna adapt that fast. You know? But like, you cannot underestimate that after 3-4 rounds of doing the same shit, that enemies are not gonna change anything. Anyways, like, you know, since this is a team game, once again, like a premier game, like, in one of the previous rounds, when the enemies pushed A, what you like, Fluorescent. Just a second. I have a joke. It's pretty bad joke, but I'll tell it later. When you're playing this in a 5v5 environment, like, give your teammates heads up if you did something to punish the enemies, and your teammates are maybe doing the same shit. Because the only reason why enemies were now, ready for this fight with the Raze, in that one round you really, demolished the enemies with the op, like 2 rounds ago. And, this play that the Raze is going for is not really optimal. It's not good at all. Like, fighting in the showers alone there and committing to that fight was really bad idea. Like here, and also another thing I don't understand is why your team is playing so passively on Bind. Like, it's such a passive gameplay. Like, we have no info in the window. We have no info in the B long. Jet is playing on the fucking tower. I guess the team composition that has one recon ability. That is fucking crazy. Fucking crazy, bro.
Shit.
Multiple. All
all
showers,
good.
all showers.
I'm rotating, Dub. Can you stay? Nice.
The
Hold
other,
on.
the other one.
They're res. They're res.
I don't know why. You're really testing your luck. You're really testing your luck. When it comes to these shots, but it works. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't matter. Like, you should communicate to your teammates. Hey, Raze brother, in previous round when the enemies pushed A, I picked the showers and I got a kill. They're gonna probably be ready for a fight. Or what you can do is, like, maybe go for a double peek. If Raze doesn't want to listen to you, or she really wants to fight showers, okay, but let's fight together. Generally speaking, like on Bind, like what you want to practice is fighting together. Like doubling down in the window, doubling down in the B long, doubling down in the A short, and doubling down in the showers. Like the only thing I don't understand here is, like, what is Jet doing? Like, my teammates are picking aggressively A short, picking aggressively the showers. Like, I just don't understand, like, why we're not playing some double tower setup, double bait setup, trading setup, and any setup in the game. Like, team play is pretty low there. Like, since, like, you primarily ask me the questions related to the team play and related to Premiere and stuff like that. Like, you can organize your teammates a bit better to fight together. Like, on a map such as Bind, just keep in mind that this is way too much of a passive playstyle. You're losing a lot of information, you're giving enemies a lot of free space, and as I said, you don't need to fight for it. Just jiggle pick it, jump spot it. Try to make enemies waste at least one flash here and here as they're taking this space. Like, maybe that's gonna be enough to, like, to, like, have an easier time defending a site, Okay. Okay, now we are on a attacker side of Binderoni. But before we start, listen, mate, I'm gonna share with you one private coaching video that explains every single chamber setup on every single map. You need to be a bit more interesting in how you position yourself, how you use your utility, less predictable, and there are so many better setups that you can do on Bind compared to what you were doing. Capiche? All good. Now, attacker side is a bit more simple. Basically, like, the only trademark you want to do is this one here, and you should have it 24/7. Like, basically, now that the trademark doesn't have, like, a radius, chamber is a beautiful sentinel. on the attacker side. Now, on the attacker side of Bind, in ranked solo queue at least, I would recommend you to stay away from defaulting in the first 5 to 7 rounds, and to try different variations of 5-man executes, fakes, and splits. You know, we can try. Depending on the enemy's team composition, of course. We can try a 5-man push on A. We can try a 5-man push through B long onto B site. We can try some kind of a 3-2-2-3 split on B. We can try a 4-1 fake on B with a teleport towards the showers. Just try to avoid defaulting early on until you get a really good idea what enemies like to do and how they play. Because every single one of these choke points works in the favor of the enemy team, in one way or another. Now, when it comes to the enemy team composition in this match, one good thing is they don't have a real sentinel. Neither did you, to be honest. Yo, nothing. Thank you for coming, man. Thank you for coming, and I really appreciate that you came to the stream. I'm sorry that I was not that chatty today. I'm just really focused on the VOD reviews when I do them. Is it hard to keep your gunfight confidence? Brother, I don't have confidence. When you take so many breaks. Brother, my mechanical skill in the last year tanked down by 50%. Like this time, like on 26th of August last year, we got Radiant like it's a walk through the park. With 55% win rate, 1.2 KD, 140 ADR. Like, after that, I didn't have a time I cannot, I don't know, I played like 10 matches of Valorant per week, maximum. But not even that, like I was 1-2 games on, it's impossible. I had so many breaks, so many like things to do, like it's, I don't know. And people are, you know, like in Europe, like there's no fun. In Europe, either you play seriously and grind like fuck, or else you're fucked. Because everyone is competitive. The Radiant is filled with tier 1 and tier 2 players that are mega serious about the game. It's, I don't know, it's impossible. Like if you don't play every day, it's just waste of time. Cordian, all you need to do is sub on Discord as a tier 3 sub, and that's it. Okay, now, so, against this team composition, I would try two options in the first round. I would either try a 4-1 push onto the B site, or I would do a 5-man push onto the A site through A short. Any of these options are fine. With Chamber, you should just get a trademark, get a classic Light Shield 2 Headhunters, put a trademark for the cross, and either go through long or go through the A short. Now, I don't know about this, like not having a trademark for the flank. You know, it's pretty early in the game. Like, we don't really know how enemies are gonna play. So I would definitely buy a trademark if I'm the solo sentinel.
Wall. Let's go, let's go.
You need to speed up here. Like, basically, if your teammates want to push this fast, like if you're just running onto A, why are you even taking this fight? That's something I need to ask you, and you need to answer me later. Like, why do you need to take this fight? Just, if your teammates just want to run it down, jump spot this, get the early information, take this space with your teammates, put a TP here or here if you want to. I mean, you should put it here if you want to path towards the lamps. Take the space, take the lamps with your teammates, plant the spike. That's it.
Wall.
Like, you're unnecessarily losing timing here to like fight while your teammates already peek these angles and they're running in.
Let's go, let's go.
Fuck it, you just, you know, what are you holding here? Run. Ooh, this is interesting strategy. Never seen before, in my opinion. In the first round. I don't know about this. Chief. Like, I don't know if I would even use this Viper wall in the first round. In a 5v5. This is mega dangerous, like, because you have no idea what's happening on the opposite part of the map. Like, enemies can easily peek on timing through this smoke, dodge you, fuck you up, like... This is gonna be interesting.
Let's go.
One close.
And this peek here, like, is another interesting stuff. Like, whenever you're peeking through the enemy smokes, like, you always want to peek in a way where you essentially see every possible angle where the enemies can be inside or outside of that smoke. Like, for example, if you're peeking through this Viper wall, you cannot peek through the middle, right here, if an enemy can be here, 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 or here. You need to peek from the right side. Basically, doing some shit like this. If, let's say for an example, you have a smoke, standard smoke, you know, here, like this. Like, you never want to peek through that smoke, like this. Why? If you have no info if the enemies are here or here, you're fucked, essentially. So this type of a smoke, like, 90% of times, you clear by going from the clockwise, essentially. I mean, I know you have a TP, but right now an enemy can literally be behind you. But what is really dangerous in this round is not having a trip for the flank. Like, I don't know about that one.
Okay. That
Spike
was...
down A. One enemy.
This was fine. Like, you know, if you die like this, where you take a fight together with your teammates and your teammate refrags you, every single fight like that is fine. That is a fight where your KST is 100%, where you got traded. It's okay. It's fine. Of course, we could have killed that guy before he killed us, but it doesn't matter. It's okay. A very weird first round strategy. Like, I don't know about this. To be honest, mega dangerous because of because you have no info on the opposite side of this Viper wall. Like, I don't know. I would much rather push the A side without the wall and just with a standard Omen setup, plant the spike, take the lamps, take the front side, and that's it. And maybe Viper can lurk late through the showers.
You got vision. Go with vision.
Wait on. No.
No time.
You...
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude.
Now listen, I don't care if you play Premier, if you play Swift play, if you play unrated, if you play ranked. On bind, if you win the first round, in the second round, always do a 5-man push through B long. Your teammates cannot make any real fuck-ups. You can never get really stuck. You eliminate a lot of these potentials to get fucked by the enemy's utility, by the enemy's shotgun setups, by the shorty in your anal cavity. So just call for the 5-man push through B long.
You guys.
Outlaw on the attacker side on bind is another thing I just cannot recommend to you. Like, it's a very risky buy that I personally wouldn't go for. Like, the only maps on which I would force Outlaw on the attacker side are Icebox, Abyss, Breeze, and maybe Pearl if I'm pushing B side in the second round. But that's basically it. It's a very claustrophobic map. You're gonna fight a lot of the close range fights. And medium range. Like, if you're playing Chamber, get a heavy shield, get a Stinger, get a trademark, get 8 Headhunters, and you have everything. Stinger for close range, Headhunters for medium and long range, done. Plus you invest less economy. What do you think is the best mouse to use for Valorant? The best mouse is the mouse that works the best for you. Like, shape is the king. Like, we're all different. I really, like, the problem with mice and mousepads and that type of stuff is that you really need to try a lot of them to figure out what works the best for you. You can measure your hands as much as you want. You know, you can measure the width, compare the mouses and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like, until you try the mouse for 2-3 weeks, you will never know if a certain mouse works for you. Like, basically, I've bought so many different mice that have a similar shape to this HTX 4K, but this is my main, bro. Like, this is the shape that works for me the best.
Testing shotguns, all that close stuff.
I don't understand. Why are we not putting trademark where the trademark should be?
Works.
We forced, so they're probably going to.
Hold on, that's a close smoke. Somebody playing.
Just shell.
Shotgun smoke.
It should be smokes, it's a shotgun. You ready?
This is probably the top 5 worst ways to play the anti-eco round on Bind. How do you even find the best mouse for you? Feel you gotta get lucky with first one you buy for spend hella money. Or spend hella money. But what I usually do, I try the mouse for 2 to 3 weeks. And if I don't like it, I just sell it. I have a marketplace in I have a marketplace in my country where I can literally sell the mouse for 10% off, 5% off. Like, if I buy a mouse for 100 euros, I just lose 5. So that's what I do. On every mouse, I'm losing 5 euros, essentially. I'm sorry for the camera, I just can't, bro, like... I can't with that message, bro, like... Oh, brother. I need to start implementing those quotes in my coaching, bro.
Okay, can you help me clear? Can you guys clear close?
Let me go first.
For me?
Close is done.
For an example, what we're doing in this round is just really bad. All around.
Close is good.
Enemy spotted A.
You're losing the pacing with your teammates. Your teammates are pushing the lamps where they can be a charlatan playing with a fucking Bucky in their ass. We don't have any initiators, so we don't have a recon utility for lamps. And yeah, that's it.
I'm mollied.
Nice.
One more close here.
One enemy remaining.
Thank you, James. Heaven.
I'm away for.
One tip when it comes to using Outlaw is if enemies give you enough time to reload this one bullet, reload it. Why? Because reloading 2 bullets takes too much time. Like, just if you're already not fighting the enemies, you don't need to just reload that 1 bullet. It's better than waiting 3.5 seconds to reload 2 bullets.
I'm away for her to drop.
She dropped?
Fucking recall just went.
Call tap, call tap, call tap.
And then the enemies are, bro, jump. What is this? Bunny Fest, man, in this game.
Narnia.
She dropped?
Grabbing gun.
Bomb small H, don't be.
Just in case we lose this round, we'll be ready for next.
Yep.
Please put the trademark from now on where the trademark should be. Listen, whenever you're picking, be long with your teammates. Like, if your teammates want to take this type of a fight here. Bro, I something just came to my mind, like, I've been repeating the same stuff for the last 4 years. But literally the same stuff. But the problem is, like, we always have new viewers and new, like, new people, you know, like, and I need to do that. And of course, you know, these players that I'm coaching, this guy is obviously not watching me. But this same shit I've been repeating for the since 2020. I was telling people to teleport on top of that bench, bro. Like, okay, so basically, if your teammates were aggressively contesting the enemies here, contest them with them. I mean, the enemies with your teammates. Jump up on the bench like this. Jump crouch. Now, your teammate is peeking from the lower ground. You're peeking from the higher ground. Enemy is deleted. And tell them to slow down a bit.
I'm blinding hookah for us. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, chat. I'm gonna give him a benefit of a doubt when it comes to the tripwire, because this is the chamber that was not buffed. You know? Because with a chamber that was not buffed, we had a different setups, you know, like, basically I was doing a trademarks here sometimes, so I have more, like, space to play around it. Also, sometimes I was doing even this trademark, like if we were pushing the B long together. So yeah. Yo, Worthy! Thank you, brother, for the raid! At the wrong time, because I've been streaming already for 6 hours, but I'll forgive you this time. I'll forgive you this time. Okay, let's continue with this. Actually, we have a recon tool. It is the trademark.
Did they?
One thing that I like in your gameplay, at least from what I've seen thus far, is that as you're taking the space, you do clear all of the majority of the angles, 99% of them. But you're very fucking sloppy. Like, keep in mind that in Valorant, angle perception is a bit deceiving. I really don't know why that is. You know, for example, when you clear angles in Counter-Strike, basically, even if you do something like this, you know the angle is clear. Like, just in Valorant, angles are so much deeper than they actually look like. And maybe the player models are a bit smaller. I don't really know how to explain it. So when you're clearing an angle like this, you really don't want to half-ass it. You know, you don't have a benefit of doing this. You know? If I'm clearing an angle such as this one, I'll make sure that my crosser sees the full depth of that angle. So I clear it. This is the clearance. You know? This is the pass. But this is no bueno. Just keep that in mind.
Force last round? I don't think so, right? They just...
You can do that bend jump up as any agent or chamber specific, any agent, like basically like you can, all you need to do is just play close to this cactus, jump crouch, bam. I mean, this play works the best with Omen. Like, you can do an early teleport up there and then like just do this, but whatever. Like, I mean, when you're clearing the B long, if you already want to engage the enemies in B long, at least do it from the bench, you know?
Hey, they walled us off. We can't push.
Just chill.
I really like this. Like, I was just about to say, like, any wall that you see from the Sage players, expect the Sage player to play on top of that wall. On top or around it. Like, basically, you know, if enemies have some kind of a fucked up wall such as this one, if you decide to pass through this area of the map without destroying the whole wall, expect everything and anything. Like, for an example, if the wall is like Worthy, actually, I watched one video of yours like recently. You were talking. Wukujin was telling to play in Giraffe, and you were against it. You're right. He should not play Giraffe, bro. Now, so if the Sage has a wall like this, expect any type of fuckery. Like if there is angle here, expect the Sage there. Expect the Sage here. Except the Sage on top of the wall. Done.
He's not playing on top.
Oh, they peeked off the wall. Fuck.
Hold on.
Clipping.
Fakey.
Yeah, fake TP.
I don't know if this is a fake TP, to be honest. Like, you need to keep in mind that the sound of the teleport is still audible. Like, I mean, of the actual teleport that you do. Like, basically, this TP, it's not that audible. Like, you know, the audio goes somewhere around here. But still, like, Sage walled the B long. She can be there. She can be here. So, I don't know if this is any fake. I mean, at least you didn't fake me.
We're just cutting noise.
This is a really good idea if your teammates actually listen to you. There's a nice new short starring Charlatan. Thank you, man. Thank you. The 6-hour Charlatan fully wasted. So, it's a premier team. We are playing 5v5. Are you an actual IGL? What the fuck is like?
Can we satchel in? Let's go. Go.
Sorry, I'm just curious how this is gonna go. Like, I'm really tuned in now.
2-2.
Player standing.
Okay, fine. Just statistically speaking, and in my opinion as well, I just feel that it's a much smarter idea on bind. If you're already playing some kind of an anti-eco, bonus round or, you know, eco round, try to make some pressure in A short. Try to fight for the lamps and for this frontside control here, especially in ranked solo queue. Usually that is much better idea rather than leading your teammates onto B site. So sorry, I'm still not used to that sound effect. Okay, let's move on to the next round. Like, it's a bonus round. We can deal with that.
But Omen, are you gonna smoke down?
Yeah, this is the mistake I was talking about when I was reading your Discord, like message. You cannot buy operator here. Why? You cannot buy the op here because we have no effing idea how enemies are playing right now. Who are you gonna kill? Like, even in that previous round, that anti-eco round where your teammates were pushing A set, you were just useless. I mean, yeah, you're like a sniper support. But what if your teammates died in the lamps? What if your teammates died at the backside? Your teammates were quite over-aggressing. You know, beyond your vision and beyond your line of sight here. And this is not the moment of time to get the op. It's way too risky. We don't have any concrete, like, evidence. I mean, enemies are not peeking anything. They're not over-aggressing. They're playing pretty passively. I would also do that if I had, like, a Viper, Sage, and Clove in my team with Sky and Yoru. Okay, maybe not. I mean, Yoru should be aggressing a bit. And Sky, but whatever. This is a 50-50 gamble. It can work, you know? But I will not gamble with 4,700 credits in this game, to be honest. Like, never.
I got it.
Ow, I'm not smoking heavy.
Okay.
And this is something I didn't have a chance to see too many times, but same as on a defender side. On attacker side, you're also completely unaware of all of these off angles and possibilities where the enemies can kill you from. Like, keep it here. You're engaging the enemies without a teleport. Okay. You know. we can do that, but we need to do it in a safer way. Like, how the hell are you peeking the short like this without clearing the top of this box? I mean, generally this box here, the top of the truck, that angle there, that position there. Once again, I'm gonna remind you, you're playing a 5v5 Premier mode. Like, if I'm playing in a Premier team, like, I would boost my teammates up here, I don't know, like, I would create some fucked up setups everywhere. But anyways, like, it is always better for you in Valorant to be safe rather than sorry. And I like, if you die in some kind of a stupid way that you could have prevented, but, like, just, you know, why are we playing this game? Like, if you're already engaging enemies here, first of all, right now you have a bit of a surprise mechanic. Like, if I'm playing against you, I'm not going to expect that you have operator. There's no fucking way. Like, to be honest, that this guy is forcing the op in the 4th round. So, we can jump spot the enemies here, get all of the info that we need. Aha, enemies are holding, maybe someone is, I don't know, like, holding you from the lamps. Okay, use the TP, go for a swing, pre-fire, take a kill, make a numbers advantage. But doing this type of a peek on top of the bench, without expecting enemies on any of these right angles, I don't know, I think it's too much of a gamble. Yeah, Sage can also wall behind the truck. I didn't even think about that, to be honest. Like, but Sage is kind of B player. Like, we kind of established that information.
I'm better than Heaven.
Trademarks. I'm not gonna speak about the trademarks anymore. Like, anyways, this was the old chamber with circles, so now we know where to put the trademark.
Because it also smokes.
That's
Than Heaven. No, I'm not smoking Heaven.
Also, one more quick tip. If you, specifically you, if you didn't start from the right side, and you didn't clear this angle yourself, expect enemies to be here. Like, I just don't know, based on the minimap, what type of vision your Viper and Omen have. What is Viper holding at this moment of time? I mean, you need to keep in mind that you're playing against Yoru. Like, Yoru players tend to be a bit more aggressive. Same as you did in A short. Like, it would be really a shame here if you die from the left side and you don't clear that angle, right?
I'm smoking something better than Heaven. Because it also smokes.
Also, one more time. Like, if you notice that something is really working in your games. Like, in the first 3 rounds. The first 3 rounds of Valorant are the learning rounds. You should be gathering the information how enemies play, how they're positioning, and what are their most common setups in those 3 rounds. Like, in the 4th round, you should already have some kind of a basic general idea how you want to play the rest of the game, or the next few rounds, based on the early rounds information. So, Sage is B player. Okay. Yoru is doing fast rotation teleports, God knows where the Yoru is playing. Enemy Viper is the A player, and enemies are not really aggressing anything, but we cannot pre-assume that they're gonna play in that way. Now, in the 2 rounds where we pushed A site, your push through A short worked. I mean, like, enemies were not contesting you, they're playing mega passively. So there's really no reason to do some kind of a split right now. Through the showers and through A short and to contest enemies left and right. Like, I will still try the same setup, same execute, just without this Viper wall with the Omen smokes. I mean, if enemies are not fighting for lamps, like, you know, taking A set is kinda easy. Planting spike is not easy. But we can pinch the enemies, fight together. We're eliminating that possibility that your teammates in showers can get fucked. That enemies can TP, crunch them, you know, fuck them in the ass.
Sight for us.
At least, you know, early on bind, at least from my experience, I think it's good idea to keep things simple. Rely on the simple executes, play together. And look at the showers and the window area of the map, like a lurking, flanking type of areas, like where you want to try to backstab the enemies, you know, poke them a bit, like pick some good timing to, you know, you can send your Viper there, for an example, like let the Viper lurk a bit, try to find some good timing and while we're taking the lamps in front side.
That's literally the smoke I just threw.
Going out.
I love that we didn't even consider that left angle.
We got smoked off.
Also, listen, peeking on top of these boxes, above this Viper wall, I think you're visible, like from the lamps. I'm not certain, but this I'm 90% certain that like that you're visible from the lamps on this position. Generally speaking, like if you have this type of a Viper wall in front of yourself, relax. You know, if you're not pushing fast, play behind the box, wait for the wall to go down, and then go for the peek and try to make something happen.
One close, one close.
Okay, Omen took things in his own hands. Loved it. I mean, that's a pretty standard execute and easy one.
Two in there, two in there, two in there, two in there. One shot.
One thing that I would recommend to you, since we're already playing with a team, is please emphasize to your team is that they should not be fighting fucking alone in the lamps. Like, there should always be either some utility for the lamps, or we should be fighting together. I mean, you never know, like, when I'm holding this with a judge, 3 shotguns, you know, ready to crucify you there. I mean, you wanted some advices for team play as well, so if you're already an IGL, I mean, please get these guys in check.
Shotgun, one Vandal.
It's good bait, actually. Hold on.
Oh my god, he's just sitting there still.
And also, if you how do I get access to rank playbook with Discord thingy? You can hit me up through private messages, like I'll tell you everything on Discord.
Down B.
Also, I think that, you know, if you already want to do some kind of a 3-2 or a 2-3 split, if you have 3 dive agents, I think it's a much better idea that 2 dive characters are taking the space in a short area of the map, fighting for lamps, creating the space in this area right here, and that 1 dive character is like fighting for showers and the right side.
Holy shit.
Last player standing.
Lamps control is very important on bind. Like with lamps, you already did half of the job when it comes to taking the site control and the whole site essentially.
149.
It's very important.
None.
Oh my
Sky.
god.
Ooh.
Shit, there's one guy camping TP.
And this is what I was talking about when it comes to operator. Like, my brother bought the op against the most passive team in the world, while he has like 3 dive agents in the team. I don't know. Like, I just I play operator a lot. We got Radiant with Chamber, like unranked to Radiant. I just I don't see any opportunity to kill the enemies and makes any advantage or even support my teammates.
Yeah.
One to the right.
Power.
Right now it's saving time. Like you're 9-6. I will not even try to win this round. I will pick a teleport, try to somehow wiggle into the spawn through this right side here and just save the gun. 4,700 credits with a heavy shield, like, and we are winning 9-6, 9-7. Not worth trying at all.
Powers used.
Honestly,
Sure.
This is also pretty dangerous where you're playing right now. Like, you should literally go all the way in the spawn. I mean, you have the op, like, you have 2 long range angles here. You can jiggle P them. That's it.
You can say something?
I have lineups for B.
Good decision, Edian.
let's default real quick. Let's just see how many's on each side.
Yep.
I don't even know that already. Like what the enemies played in that previous round. Oh, one more tip, like when it comes to the minimap, like that, I don't know how I overlooked that detail. Make it smaller. Like basically, if you're using the minimap that is rotating around the player, where the player is centered, like my minimap essentially, you need to use these settings. Like basically these are the... What the fuck is this? Basically like you need to use 1.2, 0.6. That's the only way how you can see every single portion of the map, no matter where you're playing at that moment of time. Depends on the map a bit, like, you know, on Bind you can make it a bit bigger, obviously. But, you know, you're losing... on Defender's side, you were losing so much information. I want to see what happened in the last round. Just a second. But they play the same setup, no?
Shotgun, one,
Viper is A.
two in there, two in there, two in there, two in there.
Sage
One
is A
shotgun,
this round.
one-
Hold on.
Oh my.
It's good bait, actually. Hold
Oh
on.
my god, he's just
Love
saying.
is B.
Down B.
Holy shit.
Last player standing.
149 on. Sky.
Okay. Okay.
30 seconds.
Oh, what?
That's not default, but okay.
Don't do this. I show this tip every time, minimap one, but you know, like, you need to gather information. Like, I mean, basically, map awareness and reading the enemies and generally reading the game is half of your win potential in Valorant, especially when you're playing below Immortal 1. Like, basically, players are so repetitive, they're very easy to read, like, and your focus needs to be everywhere. Now, listen, please. This peak that you're doing right now is totally fine. It's really not a problem, like, you know, you have a teleport, all good. But even with a teleport, instead of just jumping and putting yourself in this type of a fight, just, you know, okay, put a teleport. You know, clear these angles with the op, jump up. That's it.
Viper orb shower.
Okay. This is something I don't cover that often, but I need to speak about it because this guy likes jumping a lot. When you're going for these jump peaks, first of all, jump peeking is okay. Like, it can maybe distract the enemies, maybe you can make them miss one bullet and distract them a bit. Like, it's not always okay, but sometimes. Now, jump peek here is not a problem. Okay, you can go for this, you have a teleport, fuck it, you know, you can try to take that shot. But when you're jump peeking the enemies, you really... the ending position of your jump needs to be on the spot where you're not in some kind of an angle perception disadvantage and where you can see the enemies on that exact angle where you're fighting them. So for an example, if I want to jump peek like the enemies in long for some reason, I don't know why, like, I cannot do this. This guy sees me already. He sees my foot or something, I don't know, like, this wall is much closer to me. Like, it needs to look like this. A bit wider. You need to see that furthest angle on which enemy can kill you right there. But I don't know why, you know, why would you even do this, to be honest?
Gotcha.
Now listen, whenever you're contesting enemies alone in the this B space, be ready for the push through short. You never know, like, you know, if you get on a spot like this, check the B short quickly. Check the B short quickly, very good.
I hit it once. Yes.
They smoked me off.
Let's walk B.
I'm gonna go long.
Yeah, they play this very conservative. I think they just do not push out, nothing.
I've got your trail.
They're up sky ult.
Teleport's ready.
I love that two people with Sorry, chat, I'm fried. Like 6.5 hours of coaching and backseating. I love that two players with the long-range weapons are going through the window. Splendid. This is gonna turn out amazing.
Teleport's ready. That works.
They know.
They walled off.
She knows.
Get here. Yeah. Don't hide in there. I got you for that.
I drop sec. You guys gotta.
In teleporter. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna wait,
30
wait for the
seconds
smoke
left.
to fade.
Blocking sight.
Vision, you go in. I'm watching long.
Listen, man, like, we'll talk about your mechanical skill through private messages. Like, I'm gonna figure out some aim training for you and mechanical training. Like, some of the shots are criminal, like, because you kind of aim with your cock instead of actually thinking about, you know, micro-correcting, and then, like, you rely on your feelings way too much. Like, especially with a headhunter, like, you're just, it's like a machine gun for you.
One's behind blocks.
Down.
On site. I can't do anything.
We gotta go.
Hear me out. Hear me out. If you already have the op, I mean, generally, when you're executing B set of bind, most times you should be in long. Especially against this type of a team comp where enemies have a Sky, Yoru. You don't know if your teammates are going to expect a pop flash from Sky, from Yoru. You need to play the anti-flash system, be ready for that shit. And also, like, I mean, with the op from window, like, I don't know. I mean, you can maybe get some value if you wait for the smokes to go down and then take this type of fights, but do you really want to risk it this much?
We gotta go.
I think there's one still in the corner.
10 seconds left.
Go. 8 seconds. We gotta go.
Dude, 55
One
on
enemy
stage.
remaining.
55.
I got spike. I got spike.
One enemy remaining.
I got it.
What a criminal round. I aim with my cock all the time. It's just too big to handle. Same, man. Same. To be honest, like, in the last few months, I'm aiming the same.
Backside.
I swear he was on her, then flicked off. The problem with mechanics in these VOD reviews is that I have so many fucking private trainings. I just don't want to repeat myself anymore. I'm sorry, chat. Like, I really, you know, I'm kind of sick of this. Like, when it comes to aim advices and stuff like that, I've been speaking about that for the last 5 years, like, publicly.
I have no bot.
Enemy remaining.
This is the perfect example. Like, he doesn't want to microcorrect. Like, basically, he's gonna do one flick, but the second flick doesn't exist.
I got it.
Look at this.
Backside.
So peek. Like, you're just randomly aiming, like.
No bot.
Same time.
I just need to get plant here.
Okay, in this round we're forced to use the operator. I mean, like, with Chamber, as soon as you get the ultimate, you want to use it as your main weapon to save the economy, blah 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 blah. Building another ultimate, you know that already. For example, this is the angle that is really good if you pick it with a jump shit mechanic. So basically, one of the best off angles that you can hold is, when you're contesting enemies in showers, is basically like going for this type of a peek. And just holding this spot. The orb is here. And exactly this location. Like, this is the spot on which you have an advantage over the player that is peeking from the opposite side. And that's an easy kill. Like, you can watch the first game we played on Bind. I did this same shit against the enemy chamber. When I saw him having the ultimate and he was peeking the showers. Literally, this fight 9 out of 10 times work in a favor of a player that is holding this angle. And then if you don't see anyone peeking this for like, I don't know, 2-3 seconds, then with the TP you can just overextend and, you know, go for full clearance.
Such pussies,
Or
man. Come on.
there's hella here.
This is also fine, what you're doing right now. Like, 4 of your teammates going through A short and I just don't know, like, why did Omen use the ultimate and 2 smokes immediately, but that is something you need to correct in your team. But we need to speed up here. I mean, you have a TP. Like, take some extra space. You cannot lose the timing to play like with your allies as they're entering the site. I mean, right now you're a joker, you're a trap card. Like this lurk that you're doing is fine because, anyways, you've been kind of useless during the actual executes because you played way too passively compared to how aggressively your teammates are playing. Okay, we can try to do this, no problem. I have nothing against it, just we need to speed up a bit. You have this circle here. Good, go forward. It's okay. Is that because people sort of glaze over that angle and not regard it as... Yeah, exactly. Like, basically, a lot of players, like, I'm going to show you how the peak usually looks like for most of the players. Like, they will peek this, then do this, and then they kind of immediately pre-aim for this spot here. And you're standing somewhere there, essentially. I don't know, like, since close beta, like, on bind... Okay, not close beta, 2021, whatever, like, I've been playing this angle. And I don't remember last time when I died. Of course, enemies can flush you off the angle, I don't know, like, I don't know, enemy Omen can teleport there, you don't hear it, but usually that doesn't have, like, you know, if the chamber has the ultimate and he's going for a peek, most of the time, you know, he's gonna go for these sequential peaks, like, you know, he's gonna do this, then this, then this, then this, then this. But very rarely people actually pre-aim this angle good. It's mostly like this, and then instantly go for a swing there. And because of angle perception advantage, you know, like, this wall is... You see him much faster than
There's 3 on site.
he sees you.
Okay. Do we just cut noise?
Well, you actually want to reset here. Also, when it comes to these cut the noise callouts, that is really good in Valorant. Like, basically, but we need to cut the noise for a longer period of time than just 5 to 10 seconds. Like, wait 20, 30 seconds, see if some enemy is gonna peek. Like, when you're cutting the noise, you're not only resetting the round, but you're trying to see if any enemies are gonna make some kind of a mistake. Like, over-aggress, maybe peek some angle they should not peek, jump spot it, so... Hopefully we're not gonna make
Re-smoke? Is there a shotgun right
any sound, and we're gonna wait a bit.
here?
That might be.
No.
Can you buy me a car? Brother, like, just... Which one you want? Just tell me. Hit me up in Discord. I can get you, like, a...
1-7.
Enemy spotted A.
Well, that's what we were waiting for, but... Unfortunately, like, yeah.
One nice.
I can hold
Dacia, please.
this.
That's off, that's off. Let's go.
Close on site, close on site.
Go, this.
That's off, that's off.
And this is what I was talking about. Fuck, that means you gotta buy the rest of us a car. No, chat, like, from now on, we're not doing the coaching giveaways anymore. Every day, I'm giving away 1 Yugo, bro. 1 Yugo and 1 Dacia, bro. We're gonna throw in 1 Lamborghini, like, per month. Just because I can, you know, like. Now, this is what I was talking about at the start of this attacker side. Like, it is better early on in a match to try the basic setups, basic strategies, and see how the enemies are gonna respond to that shit. Because if they don't respond well to these, like, 5-man executes through A short, 4-1 push onto the B site, 4-1 fake on B towards A, like, that basic stuff that you can kind of easily communicate, they're fucked. I don't know how to say it otherwise. Like, if enemies don't respond good to your 5-man executes, they're just fucked. Like, they better have some really good retakes.
Let's go.
Close on site, close on site.
Go. Shit.
And please, when you're taking space through A short, focus more on the lamps. I know that you have 1, 2, 3 teammates in front of you going towards the lamps, but lamps is the area of the map where you need to take it. And you cannot trust your teammates taking it. Can I get plus 3 inches? I also want that.
One in
Tell me if you find out the solution.
my...
She grabbed my gun. She grabbed my gun.
Nice.
She healed for no reason.
Shit.
Okay.
This is the top 10 worst game decisions that you made in this VOD. So, you are here at the front side.
Close on side. Close on side.
Go, go, go.
Your teammate dies in the lamps. We know that the Sage is primarily the B player. So Sage is right now rotating, maybe backside, maybe tower. We are 3 versus 2. In this type of a scenario, and in this type of a sequence, the only thing you want to do is delete this club before the Sage comes. And that should be your only call out that you give to your teammates. Fuck the spike. We have 1 minute to plant it. We can plant the spike at 4 seconds, bro. If we delete the club right now, the round is over. Especially if the Sage rotates, we can use a TP, go B, done. Like, I don't see a reason why would you be isolating any fights here while your Omen is fighting aggressively in the lamps and fighting the club.
Go.
To be honest, what I would have done in this example, but that's just because I play Omen a lot. You know, Omen gave you a really good one-way smoke here for the tower and for the backside. I would actually go inside of this smoke. You can grab this smoke here, and then pop out, and then just backstab the club and be done with it.
Shit. One in my...
Blinded. She grabbed my gun. She grabbed my gun.
Nice.
She healed for no reason.
Shit.
Okay. 112. 112. No heal.
Heaven.
That's a pretty risky angle for TP.
One enemy remaining.
Close on me.
Vamos! Vamos!
Showers.
Any warm-up routine you recommend to stick to it every time before queuing rated? I don't know. On my main YouTube channel, you have at least like 3 or 4 warm-up routines. And also in the video called How to Actually Improve in Valorant, I think, I gave you some kind of an aim training there and warm-up routine.
Wait, am I tripping?
Club.
Over here.
Last player standing.
I just realized the normal sensitivity gets also plus 0.01 every time you start the game, no matter if you change it again. Really? Is that a bug with Unreal Engine 5?
Am I tripping?
Club.
Over here.
Last player.
Wait, am I tripping?
Club.
Over here.
And this right here is more of a spatial unawareness, like, rather than anything else. But listen, so, you know that club is backside. You just heard her footsteps. Do this, you know, do a small jump spot to see where the fuck she is actually. Is she scaling left? Scaling right? Is she going towards the lamps? Get the info. Generally speaking, the mechanic that you're underusing the most is jump spotting. You really, really, really love to re-pick the angles, but you have no idea where are the enemies. Like, you love to do especially on defense. That's your specialty. Thankfully, you never died because of that, but I can see how you can die. Like, this is pretty safe, you know? Very low chances that enemy is going to expect this jump spot. You heard the guy, so she's scaling right. If she's already scaling right, I can just go towards the bench and basically hold an angle like this while my Viper is there. Or I can just fully reposition, keep my location a secret, and now that motherfucker needs to guess, where did I go? Did I go there? Did I go in the smoke? Did I go bench? Why do you need to be the one picking her? She is the one under the pressure anyways. She's 2 versus 1 against the Viper pit with a spike planted. Whenever you're in this type of like, that's something that you also need to always evaluate as you're playing the round in Valorant. Who is under the pressure? Like, who needs to make some kind of a move? Like, if you're already 2v1 with the Viper pit and a spike planted, you should feel relieved. Like, even if you die and just waste the time of this clove, the round is over. Probably.
Last player standing.
Yeah!
Easy.
3
Easy.
That's bad.
Can we?
Probably be for elbow. Like elbow's probably.
I have a wall that'll let us go elbow.
Speed up this beat take. Speed up, speed up. Let's go on the bench.
Let's go. Let's go. 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 Go.
Stage
Run
wall.
down. There could be a judge right here.
I don't know if I like this or not. I would much rather fight for the whole site. Maybe it's just me. Like, you know, when you're doing this 5-man push, I would much rather have like a smoke here, I don't know, Viper Molly for this spot, Paranoia for the elbow, and just get all of this.
Wall.
Playing around this Viper walls like against the Yoru and Sky Flash is a bit risky.
I saw one. We can wait for rotates, and we can.
I love that he, at some point during this VOD review, he just completely said, fuck it, I'm not gonna use a single trademark anymore. Like, in the first few rounds he was doing like some random shit. At some point he was like, I'm playing chamber, I have 3 simple abilities, it's too much.
Careful flying.
Reloading. That's a good spot.
Doesn't do that much, but at least we have it.
Do we just cut noise? I feel like there's hell here by now.
Up the wall quick.
Personally, I would not expect the guy there as well, like, to be honest. Respect to Yoru.
Maybe drop from that.
And it's okay that you were searching for some kind of a pick there. Like, I mean, if you're already playing chamber, your teammates are not doing anything, enemies know that you're there, you have a teleport, sure, fine. Okay, it's fine taking this type of a fight.
I say we take teleporter.
And this is one benefit of this strategy, always like, basically, you're never stuck.
They might read this. Here.
Just when you teleport from B to A, and you don't have any information if enemies push through showers, check deep these backshots.
Yeah.
Like, basically, even though my teammates are running A here, there's 4 of them. Like, we need to check this. Briefly check this. Now, let's go. You cannot really clear all of it, because then your teammates in front are just going to be dying like potatoes, and, you know, it's not going to be fun for you, but at least let's check this, and check this corner. It's fine.
Shotgun.
Yeah. Go.
Christian, you got.
I need a close smoke.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, they read that.
Down
Multiple
A.
on site.
Last player standing.
Okay. It was a decent try, to be honest. It's okay.
They really.
Chill. Okay, we are.
There's one in hookah.
That's fine.
Now, one thing I didn't talk about, because enemies were never doing it, but really like pushing through this B-long area of the map in the way that they do against the Sky and Yoru takes some mega fucking big Chungus balls, like nuts of a giant, like, brother, like they can be blind here. Like Ray Charles are pushing through the B-long right now, but thankfully enemies, I don't know, they never really did it, so I think they're not gonna do it again. You really want to play here some anti-flash, tell Omen to paranoid this, I don't know, like, I mean, just play anti-flash, you know, tell Raze to use a boom bot, maybe nade for the choke point, Molotov from the Viper, like, it's really dangerous. The way those Sky and Yoru playing is so passive, yeah, very passive. Just wanted to say thank you, man, for all you do, teaching us the Valorant ways. We appreciate you. No problem, man. Like, I mean, this is the only part of Valorant that I enjoy. Still, it's really fun. I mean, it's really enjoyable talking about this game, not really playing it.
They have Vipers there. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you one more question. You will answer later when we have the private chat. But if you already found the secret sauce, like we already know that the weakness of enemy team is the A site and A short and lamps area of the map. Why the fuck we keep going B? We know Sage is playing B every round. We know they play super passively. 2 or 3 of them with Yoru teleport. Like when you find a secret sauce, you keep up using it until it works. Until it stops working, sorry. And even when it stops working, maybe adjust it a bit and, you know, we can figure it out again.
Where did she ult? Up here?
To be honest, like what I would have called in this round, I would have just called A push, to be honest. I'm not gonna trick anyone. You should consider starting a YouTube channel. I will, and all of the money I'm gonna donate towards Dacia. Do you want Duster or Logan? Logan is better if you're... Actually, Dacia is better if you're a taxi driver. I don't know.
That was on B.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's on A.
Brother, even Dacia, man, like, is not cheap anymore. I saw that the new Dacias, like, they're going for like 16,000 euros, bro. What the fuck?
That means they rotated. Hey, no, not right now, no. Sorry.
I can respect that trip, but still, I would check the left side.
Can you?
Can I stop
We need to check the left side.
getting cold blocked, please?
Nice.
One more back there.
Yeah. Oh, bro, like... Okay, you told me to give you tips when it comes to IGLing and when it comes to communication. In Premiere. But I'm just gonna give you right now one general good advice for ranked solo queue. Sometimes in ranked solo queue, it is totally fine if you give your teammates an ghost comm for the sake of greater good. For the sake of your teammates being aware that of some possibility. Like for an example, I was 90% certain that Sage is once again gonna play towards the left side, and that this trademark is not gonna spot that Sage efficiently. Like, I don't know if Sage is there, but she played there. I would actually tell to my teammates, Sage is left. Even if she's not. That 1 second angle clearing is not gonna cost your teammates anything. Literally anything during this execute. But that 1 second might save your whole life of one of your allies. Same as when you go through the smokes, like, you know, when you see these instant fast smokes. I always tell my teammates, like, one guy is in the smoke. I don't know if he's in the smoke. But at least my teammates will carefully approach that smoke. Maybe use some shock darts, recon darts. I don't know, drones. Maybe they're gonna push into it with a shotgun judge. But they're not gonna die from fucking charlatans sitting behind a wall corner in the cubby position smoke like imbeciles. And then you said I lied, I fooled you.
Can you?
People forget that, like, you know, they actually believe you, and I don't know, like, I never had anyone, when it comes to this type of ghost comms, I had never anyone, like, being angry, like, you know, they always think, like, maybe he was playing, but he disappeared, like.
Can I stop getting cold blocked, please?
Nice.
One more back there.
Like, for example, here, like, I think the enemy Sage, like, basically wrapped your Viper and backstabbed her through the smoke.
Nice.
One more back there. Why did you reload?
Nice.
One more back there.
I had 2 bullets.
Why did you reload? I got...
Are gonna...
Sorry, chat, I really cannot cover everything, like, I'll have a private chat with this guy anyways, like, after this VOD review.
They're gonna help.
Yeah, we just need to smoke it out, go past. Can't be afraid to push.
Just final time. Can we start jump spotting the angles before our teammates peek them? basically like this is also the big advice for ranked solo queue. Your teammates are doing a 5-man execute somewhere. Pre-assume they will just swing the angles. Pre-assume they will not properly clear the angles. Run in front of them, jump spot the enemies, get the info, bait the shots. Initial shots from the enemies. Be ready for a fight with a perfect crosshair placement and movement. That's it.
Are you fucking serious?
Private chat equals private beating? No. The problem is my language has a lot of profanities, you know, like I just love the word fuck and anal cavity is just engraved in me. But yeah. I'm not gonna beat them.
I go short.
$104 and 80.
During the executes, we already talked about this. You need to speed up. You need to be much faster. Like, you need to run, bro. Like, because you have a Viper wall. Your Omen is already lamps with a spike. What are we doing, bro? By the way, another thing I didn't talk about is, you know, cavity. Like, so another thing I didn't talk about is this type of pathing you generally want to avoid when you're executing a site. Like, you generally want to avoid spending any time here. I mean, of course, with Chamber, you have a teleport. You can be there. But with a TP. But you're pretty useless in that area. Like, your main goal, and always #1 objective, when you're fighting for the space on Acer should be lamps. We need to have them. Once we get the lamps, the round becomes much, much, much easier. The problem is if you are not in the lamps yourself, and you are not the one taking that space, who knows if your teammates will know what is the secondary objective? Who knows if your teammates will make enough pressure onto the enemies? Who knows if your like, you just don't know what's going to happen here, and you're not getting any real experience. Like, you're just jumping out in the middle of open, praying to get some lucky shots. Well, we can maybe apply the pressure from the lamps, you know, like pick some right timing to poop, 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 pew, 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 ba, 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 you know. My goal is to use those words a ton in my next coaching session, even when it doesn't make sense now.
I go short.
No, I think my first merch is gonna be like a big fucking anal cavity, like on you know, fuck this shirt. This shirt, no, the big fucking anal cavity on front of your chest, like representing the company.
104 and 80.
You see, for an example, like your Omen here, he took the lamps, but he did nothing with that advantage. Like, already somewhere around here, you should be where the jet is. Already at this moment of time. And for an example, you know, like, enemy Viper is peeking their jet. We just bap. We have a refrag. We have Omen in the lamps. Okay, we can maybe fight for the backside. Enemies are tower. No problem. Let me deal with that guy quickly. But just, you know, and also, like, one of the primary teleports you want to use is this one here, actually. So you have more space to play around the lamps. And you can clear all of this. Clear this. That's it. Yes, I'm just gonna make shorts on analysis cavities now. I'd buy.
I go short.
I don't know about that one.
104 and 80.
What the fuck is the Nightbot spamming the music playlist now?
104 on Sky.
Who's your favorite duelist to use? Duelist? It's always gonna be Jet. I don't know what to say. Like, Jet is Jet, bro. Like, I mean, I got Radiant with Jet like 11 times. Okay, I lied. Maybe 9, 7, I don't know. But that's my second most used agent in the game. Like, just I got absolutely bored from playing her. Like, I played her throughout the whole 2020 and 2021. Like, I don't know if I can touch her ever again in a non-sexual way.
80. 104 on Sky. One's close here, one heaven, one might be U-Haul.
The reason why you get so fucked during the A executes is that your pacing with your most aggressive teammates is really bad. You need to speed up. You have a lot of cover from Omen Paranoia, Viper Wall. Yes, you cannot teleport. I mean, you cannot teleport forward. You cannot dash. But you still have legs. You have your TP if something goes wrong. Like, I don't know how every round you find yourself in some kind of a sauce in this area. That is impossible.
I'm dead.
A serious question: how would you significantly improve the game? Number one, every single map is available, and there is a map picking system, map picking and ban system. I don't know. Every team bans like 4 maps, and then random map is selected. Whatever. Number 2, agent pick and ban system. We have 28 agents, 27. Like, it's fine. I think we can ban like 2 agents every game, maybe even 4. Maybe, I'm not sure, but 2 is fine, I think. So there's no meta repetition. Like, I don't know. At least not in ranked. You know. Like, I don't know, I'm playing on Breeze, I ban Viper, what now, motherfucker? What now, motherfucker? You know, like, it would be interesting. Then like, I think they should definitely start buffing agents a bit more. Like, about every agent. Like, where they have slightly more solo carry potential. Like, I don't really know how to do that right now since they nerfed everything, but just revert some of the changes. Like, then, I don't know, more game modes. We're getting the replay system. But yeah, like, Wort is also right, I mean. But I think Victor is not, he's not even grinding for Radiant or something like that. Like, it's just, you know, for casual gamers, you know, how to make it a bit better. Okay. Very good pathing, very good positioning.
Don't roll. Just not enough.
Ooh, timeout. Let's listen to this.
Can we call timeout?
Look them in the
Yeah.
eyes when you kill them.
Alright.
I just need to ask you. So you're IGL in this Premier team, and in 7, 8, 9 rounds, we didn't figure out how enemies play on a defender's side, and they literally played every round the same. Your Discord's going crazy right now. Why? What do you mean? Oh, Nightbot. Nightbot is dead, bro. I don't know what's happening with Nightbot. Like, sorry guys. Like, it's some kind of a bug. I don't have that many commands. I don't have that many timers.
Listen.
Something is happening.
Our B is still our best bet
Wrong.
because they don't rotate, so they just stick it out. They wait for.
Actually, good idea. Calling people juice, etc. What? You mean the actual Discord server? Wait. What the fuck is going on, bro? She has a unibrow. I don't think she... Wait. What's happening on the Discord? Everyone is... Yeah, using Jew as a humor. I don't know what that means. Very neat Nazi-like. No... They don't know the Lord is watching them. Lord. How did this start, bro? the fuck is going on, bro? When did this start? So it's exiled? Who's this? I know Miguel. Miguel is the resident racist sleeper. Cat. I remember this guy. Didn't we ban him? Who defending him? Do you see how fucking stupid you look? But I want defending and see what happens. Are high. What the hell, bro? The Lord is watching you guys. Who's this? Is this the root of problems? Charity boxing supporter. Ay 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 ay. We got a iDubbbz fan. Charlatan said he'll buy you a car if you stop. No, not true. Not true. So apparently people think joking about being a Jew is funny. Joking about being a Jew is funny. What do you mean? Like someone was joking that he is a Jew and he thinks it's what the fuck? How is that funny, bro? Brother, I'm getting too old for this. Okay, let's finish the VOD review. How would you make Valorant better? Starts making it closer to CS. I didn't. It's still Valorant. Like, how I would like if Valorant had more overpowered agents and abilities. Like, I would like if Valorant is actually 50-50. Valorant is right now closer to CS than actual Valorant. You think first bullet accuracy should be 100% on most guns? Because Wukujin, for example, was saying that it will be bad for the game that is mainly focused on statistical optimization. I just think that some guns should be more precise. Not every gun. You know, like, for example, like, classic pistol, triple shot pistols in general, like, it's fine, whatever. But I really... I think the main problem with Valorant is, like, the desync and ping problem became more prominent. For some reason, it became worse over the years. And I don't know how. I don't know if it is the update from 2022, 22 actually, but I just feel that in 2021 and 20, the peaker's advantage was not this big of a problem. I don't know how to explain it better. Like, fuck the first bullet accuracy. Like, there should be some inaccuracies. It's okay, like, so people need to burst fire and they cannot only one-tap with a Vandal, Phantom, whatever, like, there should be varieties of gunplay in the game. My main problems with Valorant are that, for some reason, like, it feels like Counter-Strike now. In terms of desync and all of the bugs and shit. Do you think they will take away rechargeable utility when it comes to the direction in which they're going? I think yes. I think yes. I think yes. To be honest, like, just don't touch Omen, and I'm gonna be fine. I really hope they don't do anything to Omen. Is this Premiere? Yeah. The biggest advantage might be just the community is better now, and it might have been there the whole time. I don't know. I really don't know. Because even back in the days, like, I mean, you're playing against, in high lobbies against, like, fucking Counter-Strike players like that are really good at this game. I don't know, maybe it was just, you know, like, maybe, you know, why I think in this way is because, previously in Valorant, you didn't need to take so many 50-50 fights as you need to take right now. At least in the high-elo lobbies. Because after Immortal 3 to Radiant, like, mechanical skill starts to matter more. And now everyone is swinging everything. Everyone is aware of every, like, strategy, tactic. Like, it's less, there's less cheesy ways to kill Immortal 3 and Radiant players. So maybe that's my problem, probably. Do you agree that Valorant has too many abilities? No. Yes, too many abilities, but it really depends on the team composition that is in the game. I mean, of course, like when you play against Breach and Fade on Lotus, it's not fun. They already kill almost all one-ways. Leave Omen alone. I don't want to be that guy, but I think that Omen is gonna lose one teleport in the next 365 days. In the following year, Omen is losing 1 TP. Mark my words. The only thing Riot might do to Omen is nerf his flash. I think 1 teleport is going out. I just feel it. I don't know how to explain it. Like, same as I was feeling for the chamber nerf. I said that they're gonna completely, you know, go only to 1 tripwire and 1 TP anchor. I have the same feeling with this. And with Jett, it was obvious, like, Jett cannot have 3 smokes, like, and then 2 updrafts, like, that was just too broken. Praying for not nerfing Gecko right now with that rechargeable idea. I mean, Gecko's whole concept is recharging abilities, so I think they cannot do that to Gecko, because his abilities are not as valuable. You can destroy every ability, you know, that is rechargeable. It's not like he has some kind of insane power levels. Chamber had more than 1 trip. Yeah, Chamber had 2 trips with unlimited range. And 2 anchor positions for teleport. And the ultimate that was better than this one. Brother, the Chamber release, when I look at it right now, was the most stupid shit that happened to this game. Like, that was so fucking broken, actually. Like, no wonder I got Radiant in North America, man. On 150 ping. Who is the most OP agent right now, in your opinion? The most versatile is Omen, in my opinion. And I don't think we have anything broken right now. It's just what suits your playstyle and stuff like that. The one ways needed to go, yeah, the one ways needed to go. Like, you know, you cannot place you cannot place a smoke in the middle of a wall, like, and create whatever you want. The only stronger character than Chamber on release was Raze with 2 nades. Brother, the close beta was something different. Cypher with a camera that can shoot. Raze with satchels that deal 75 damage each instantly. Jett with instant dash ability and a right click on the ultimate. Reyna with 4 fucking dismisses and heals. But who thought that's a good idea, bro? Like, right, Reyna had like 4 like dismisses and heals, right? Then what else we had? Like we had okay, Viper with 2 Molotovs and stuff like that. Brimstone, Sova arrows were dealing 75 damage each. What else we had? Like Raze, Cypher, Sova. Phoenix was always like Phoenix, to be honest. Breach with 3 flashes, right? And really fast flashes. Killjoy was decent, good. Omen with a fast flash, one-way smokes, crazy shenanigans. Sage with a 100 HP heal. Think about it. Think about it. Cypher Cam used to be able to shoot. I know. We probably just need to nerf Chamber again. But yeah, that's gonna fix the game. You say Valorant now is closer to CS2 because of 1v1s, but they keep lowering the skill ceiling every time. How? How do you think skill ceiling is lower? In terms of mechanics.
For us to TP, so I don't think TPing is...
This idea that he's giving right now, good idea, man. Like, I'm sorry, I made a small break, basically. It's a good read. It's a good read, actually. It's a good read.
Sure.
Like, there's 2 ideas here. I think my idea is what I would do, but your idea is also nice, like to fake the B push and then just continue B, because they're actually not rotating fast. They're anchoring way too much. And anyways, even if you delay the B push, you will be fighting maximum 2 or 3 enemies.
Yeah, we should be.
Here goes and then goes...
Let me hear the...
TP, so I don't...
The
Yeah.
eyes when you kill them.
Alright.
Listen.
what do you think, Papito? Which role will get a new character? Isn't controller confirmed?
What's going on, guys?
Not mechanically, utility-wise. But Festo, bro, they also nerfed the utility in Valorant to the ground. Like, solo carry potential in 2025 is at least 50% lower, 70% lower than in 2020. Because abilities don't mean that much individually anymore. Which agent has like a mega high like carry potential where you can literally 1v5?
Our B is still
We had that before, but now we don't have that.
our best bet. Because they don't rotate, so they just stick it out. They wait for us to TP, so I don't think TPing is just not enough.
Get rid of Harbor, then bring back... No, you know what they're gonna do? Like, they will just rework the Harbor. No, they're just gonna put a new agent instead of Harbor. They're gonna be like, fuck you Indians, and bring an African guy, like... Reina?
An option for us.
Gotcha.
So Sage will say Sage plays...
Do you think Valorant will stop bringing out agents? Brother, I think that Valorant as a game cannot have like 100 characters. This is not League of Legends. You know? This is not League of Legends. I think the cap is gonna be like 50. Hopefully. Okay, let's listen to the call-out.
So they
Chat,
they
focus.
just stick it out. They wait for us to TP. Listen,
It's not a coach, it's
What's going on,
IGL.
our B is still our best bet. Because they don't rotate, so they just stick it out. They wait for us to TP, so I don't think TPing is just not an option for us.
Gotcha.
So Sage will say Sage.
I'm sorry, but that gacha kinda distracted me a bit, bro. Like the guys the guy sounded like he's solo carrying this game right now. He is Donk playing, you know, like the finals of CS2 Major. He is sipping a tea and he, you know, they're winning right now like 12-0. preparing the last strategy of the round, and the guy's like, listen.
Pin is just not an option for us.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. I know what to do.
So Sage will say, Sage plays here, walls it off, slows it. That's what they want us to do. They just kind of stall us off, and then once we're like, we don't know what to do because we get stalled off. I still think we just need to fucking push it. We have so many dive people, like, you know.
Yeah, we should be getting
I
them
think
easy.
if we explode out of hookah, is probably our best bet.
Yeah.
See, walls here, goes, and then goes play elbow, and Euro plays inside TP. So I still think B is our best option.
I have
That guy must have a Dutch, yeah.
lineups too, so I think if we can get bombed down, I have 7 seconds of stall. So
Yeah, let's just try to explode out of hookah. Vision if you can, like dash on.
This play is okay. Actually, if the enemies wall off the long, yeah, like I mean, this okay call. Why not? They're not fighting aggressively for the window, anyways. We have Omen Paranoia, like good call out. Okay, we can work.
And that's our best bet.
Maybe a bit overcomplicated, you know, like maybe you should just tell your teammates like Sage is walling long, let's go through the window, Omen give me Paranoia in the window, do smoke here and here, Viper don't do any fucking smokes, give us a Molotov for some cabby position, done. Let's go out.
we're on hookah, guys. So
You don't need a minute for this.
maybe one person.
What happened with the play? Why is Omen short? If B is our best bet.
7 seconds of so
Yeah, so I still see walls here, goes, and then goes play elbow, and Euro plays inside. You know,
Yeah.
I still think we just need a
When was the plan to go A short?
first option.
And the funny thing is like he gave it his all, like his soul, his life to this strategy, you know, like you know, Omen is like, gotcha, bro. Like I'm going short, bro. Like
we're on hookah, guys. So maybe one person, maybe Trevor, you pick long, but
don't pet like this when you're going B short, like against the pop flash characters. It's way too fucking dangerous. Generally, like if enemies have a pop flash character, you can tell one teammate to basically play anti-flash here or here, and the rest of the team just should be pathing towards the left side. It's just much safer going like this. You don't even need to isolate this fight.
rest of us need to go hookah.
Especially if you're going as two, like move more towards the left side. Don't even take this fight, it's just not worth it. Angle clearing is a bit slow, we should be jiggling in and out. Like, I mean, you committed to that fight way too much. Here you go in and out, then here you go in and out, and then here you go in and out. Like, there should be 3 in and outs. Is there something in America, like, called in and out?
Walled.
Yeah, they walls.
They walled window. But okay, that's actually good. We know that Sage is probably gonna be on top of the wall. Let's just do vice versa. Even better. Let's go through long.
We need a break there. It means just
But we just talked about it. We want to use the Sage wall to push only through one area of the map. Just adapt. What's the problem? You have 1 minute and 24 seconds. This wall lasts like how many seconds? 30, 40, something like that. Walk towards the long. Explode. You know that no one can fuck you from window. We can check the wall as we're moving in. That's it. This is what you wanted. Now you're out of this round. You're making the same shit that we had in all of the previous rounds. The Sage is gonna slow orb you here. We're gonna get stalled. Enemies are gonna pinch you, maybe even through the teleporter. Your Raze can die alone in the long. It's gonna happen. The same shit is gonna happen.
Hey, you guys ready? Smoke it out.
Thanks God he didn't precisely like.
Can we entry? Let's.
Let me tell you something, chat. Like sometimes it is better to have no smokes at all than having some kind of a fuckery. Like sometimes it is simply better to enter the site where you're exposed from 6 different angles than have a Viper wall with Omen smoke. Like, what are they trying to create on the minimap? What the fuck is this? Why does it need to be so complicated? You're not playing against Cypher, against Killjoy, against like some insane setups. Like, you know that you're fighting maximum two enemies, 3 enemies on the site. We have a Raze Nade, Viper Molly, Omen Paranoia, like Raze Boombot. Why do we need this wall on site? I mean, doing some kind of a fuckery like this is totally fine in eco rounds. It's a penis, clearly. Like, in eco rounds, you want to experiment, you want to cut these angles in this way to isolate the close range fights and stuff like that. But in a full buy round, I just don't get it. Also here, like, listen. So, we are going out of the window without any recon abilities, without any pop flashes. You have a trademark saved. You need to drop this trademark before we go out. We need some information. Like, if you didn't use it for the flank, at least use it for this. If you're going from window, bam, do it there. Very good information, no problemo. If you're going from long, I don't know, do it for this position or elbow. But
Let's go.
this Viper wall, I just don't know, man. Like, I just don't know. Was this part of the plan? Brother, your Discord is entertaining right now. I'll check it later. The problem I find with students with limited IGL experience is they do one of two things. Don't say anything because they don't know, or they overcomplicate because they think that's what you're supposed to do. True. Like, same. The problem with this VOD is like, the guy is actually playing Premiere, you know, and they should actually have some setups, you know, for bind. They knew they're gonna play bind. So I'm just, I don't know if this is part of the plan or not. Like, it's not ranked solo queue, so I'm like kinda confused a bit.
I just go running down. I just go running.
This was your kill, to be honest. Like, it's very easy to trace these bullets back and to kill this guy.
Let's go.
Like, basically, you know, the bullets are coming from this angle. This is more your unawareness and lack of knowledge rather than, you know, maybe you got a bit unlucky as well. Like, that club definitely found a kill in an interesting space. But the major plot hole of this execute is lack of adaptation. Like, we could have used that sage wall to just walk up towards the long. What is the problem of doing vice versa? You know? Like, if the wall is here, let's not destroy it. Let's walk back. Omen does paranoia for elbow. We just smoke CT. Viper does a Molotov, I don't know, for this or any angle. And we're out. We take the elbow control. We take the front side control. And now the site is ours. And we probably no one is in the window. Like, I mean, we should be aware that someone might be there. Maybe Sage did a fake wall.
I just go running down.
Like, 99 on your...
This wall is criminal. I don't know. Like, is this some kind of a VCT wall? Am I missing something? Like, at least in ranked, I don't see this ever. And at least in high-low lobbies. Not a lot of players play Viper below Immortal 3. I may not be an IGL, but for who winning round on A, the wall is just bad. I just don't see. I just don't see the reasoning behind this wall. The rage beating in your Discord, good. Good. As they should.
If we can take up to there.
Very recently we had an incident where like I mean, on our Discord server, we have a lot of incidents, to be honest. Like, I don't know, I just don't have any moderators. Like, it's free for all. I don't care that much. Like, just as long as people are not racist and don't say some vile shit, you know, promote I don't know, a Nazi flag. It's whatever. Like,
No one happened.
that's one way to hold showers.
I've got your trail.
Okay, Viper wall opened up. You lost information for a split of a second. We need to check everything. Like the Viper can be anywhere. Left, right, front, everything. Personally, I will not even go here right now. I'll wait for Viper to maybe close the wall again. And then move in. Here I would actually back off. Like, this is... Because Viper can be right, Sky is left. Thankfully she's not, but you didn't know that.
Tag 55.
That's a good spot.
Diabolical fucking skill. Diabolical, bro. Diabolical.
Trap destroyed.
No, the guy is getting hunted by...
Reloading.
Thankfully, all of his problems are very easy to fix. Like, it's not like, you know... It's not like he has some major plot holes or stuff. Like, it's just lack of game knowledge and timings, pathings. Like, this is just basic stuff, actually. And lacking basic stuff in Diamond is better than, I don't know, lacking some deeper problems and shit.
Nice vision. Hold on. Don't peek. You're super low.
Wait. So, you're playing a 5v5 Premier match. You have a teammate that is low. And you're gonna peek first with a full HP. Well, that's something that you don't even do in rank, to be honest. Like, what the fuck was that? Entrance with a shotgun in the smoke. Okay, this is another thing that you can implement in your gameplay. Beside all of the other stuff that we talked about. Brother. Like, if you already have a shotgun, like Judge, Bucky, Shorty, you're already making a footsteps. Jump sideways in the smoke. Like, try to fuck up the enemy's crosshair placement as much as you can. Anyways. My dude, slow down, crouched, missed the timing. Just look at this. It looks like a Rainbow Six Siege like entry. You know how in Rainbow Six Siege they always like crouch and like EQ bro, EQ. Like, you know, let's say the smoke is here. Like, if this is the smoke I'm entering, like, fuck it, just go in. You know, John Wick, bro.
Reloading.
Hold on.
When the smokes are placed in a weird way, where there's some gaps, check the gaps. I would definitely check the gap on the left side right now.
Me and Vision are still in shower.
Maybe enemy can be there, I don't know.
Yep.
Very good that we checked it.
I want to wait like 3 seconds and I'll put my TP down.
Teleport's ready.
Sharp movement, QE spam, yeah.
They have an arm.
We got a bit robbed there.
They have an arm.
A bit robbing, huh? A bit of robbing, you know, like a bit of this thing, that ping difference and stuff like that. Okay. Overall, man, like, I think we covered a lot of topics. And I have, like, plenty of more topics to cover with you through private messages. And before I die, I need to end this VOD review here, at least for the public masses. I'm sorry, guys, like, it's been 8 hours of coaching and streaming. I think, this is my new record for this month, at least. I even forgot that his name, bro. What's his name? His name is... He is our friend, brother. I don't want to even look at the chat there. James! James, brother, listen. James Dokes. James Dokes. I'll share with you a lot of the stuff through private messages. Watch the VOD first. I mean, I'm gonna tell you this anyways. Then after the VOD, watch all of the private coaching stuff that I'm gonna share with you. Implement the training that I'm gonna share with you. Implement some of the solutions that I'm gonna share with you. And after all of that, hit me up through private messages, like, to discuss all of the other problems. And I mean, I'm gonna do that anyways. Well, what the fuck am I yapping? Like, just finish this, bro. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, all of that good stuff. Join Discord for coaching. See ya in the next one. I kind of forgot to do a tracker review for you, so I'm just gonna add this on the end of the clip. So basically, let's quickly look at your tracker. Now it makes sense. Like, it makes sense. Actually, you know, now that I look at your tracker, basically you're a player with a huge potential, to be honest. Like, in just 400 hours, you got to Diamond 1, Diamond 2, and your playtime was pretty inconsistent and non-existent in most of the acts. I would just say that recently, in the last 4 acts, you had some playtime, but this is obviously not enough to see some significant improvements and a fast progress in Valorant. So basically, like, you know, if you want to see a bit faster progress, I would definitely recommend to you to spend, like, you need to play 2 to 3 ranked games per day. You know, you're lacking some consistency. Like, basically, if you just play 2 to 3 ranked games per day and you focus on all of the topics that we discussed, you use the training that I'm going to share with you and all of the tools that I'm going to give you and solutions, I think you can easily get to Immortal 1. Literally easily. Like, until the end of this year, you should become a consistent Immortal player. When it comes to agents, as I said, like, you can continue rolling with Phoenix and Chamber. I don't think that they are the problem. The main problem in your gameplay is simply lack of game knowledge, but you didn't really have enough time to develop a proper knowledge. You can stick with Phoenix and Chamber for now, as long as they're working. And throughout this whole VOD review, like, you know, you kind of understand what are your core problems. Like, you know, better team play, better pacing, better refray game, better situational awareness. But to be honest, like, I mean, in just 450 hours, you hit Diamond 2, like, and then you have a really good stats, really decent win rates as well. Like, you're just lacking consistency and more playtime at this point. And obviously, like, you know, your defender side is okay, it's fine. But on attack, like, you really need to change your approach, rewire your game knowledge, focus on my ranked playbook, and try to use my ranked playbook as a base level for your knowledge. Start with the playbook, and then upgrade it slowly throughout the weeks and months as you're playing the game. Like, on attacker side, you basically don't exist. But you literally don't exist. Your KST is only 68% on attack. That is abysmally low. Like, abysmally low. And if you just fix your attacker side, you're already Ascendant 2, Ascendant 3, close to Immortal 1, in my opinion. And, of course, like, I took a quick sneak peek, but your weapon versatility can be much better. You know, like, Judge should be in your gameplay. Stinger as well. Bucky, Shorty, Outlaw, all of the weapons that we mentioned during the VOD review that are important that you could have used, you're not really using them enough. And when it comes to Phantom versus Vandal, it just seems that Vandal works for you a bit better. So you can just kind of stick to Vandal, in my opinion. But it's really a personal preference, and whatever works better for you is what you should be primarily playing, but, you know, at the end of the day, you should learn both of these guns. Like, just in the top 10 weapons, especially as our chamber main, there should be like Phantom, Vandal, Operator, Classic Pistol, Outlaw, Shorty, Bucky, Stinger, Judge, like, there's a place for all of these weapons, you know, within your gameplay. Even Bulldog. Overall, not bad. Like, the one thing I didn't see before the VOD review is that you didn't really invest that many hours in the game, and now it makes sense that you're lacking a bit of proper game knowledge and proper path to follow in this game. I would just say, like, you're literally just starting, and it looks promising. It really, really looks promising.